Oh, nope. There he is. There he is. We found him. All right, let's tangle. Let's see how this goes. We're gonna tangle with this guy. I'm gonna pray. All right, buddy. Pistols are not effective. I'm just shooting him because I can. Oh no, 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 no. If only I had those pills. Ooh. Oh. 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 Oh, okay, I put myself on fire. No. No. All right, we're back up. That did not work. All right. All right, all right, all right.
I need to go looting.
Oh. A screamer, screamer. I need more stamina. I need more stamina. I need more stamina.
Not the chatty type, huh? Well, I was supposed to take or grab everything you find in that place, huh? I've got places to be,
boy.
but I'll be in touch.
All right. He is chasing me, man. Oh my God, we got him. Wait. I thought we had him. Oh my God. All right. All right, we've used a lot of ammo on him. I don't think the pistol is working out for me. Nope. Oh, I'm bandaging by accident. Oh, oh, that hurt. All right, we got to get to the car. Oh no. Oh. Oh. Oh, we're not dead yet, guys. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're not dead yet. We're not dead yet. We're not dead yet. Oh my God. Wait a second. What happened? Why did he fend off my kills? Oh man. All right. Well, there you go. That is me tangling with a Juggernaut and losing. Lethal for you. If you guys are wondering, is this hard? Well, what do you think? All right, guys, I am showcasing State of Decay 3's highest difficulty from starter to late game while showing base building, character building, and the huge new Plague War with never before seen mechanics and footage not seen anywhere else. If you're new here, my name is Sunny, and I do have some disclaimers. The game is in early alpha, meaning everything you're seeing could be radically different by launch. The UI currently is temporary at the moment. I'm also playing at high settings at 1440p, so not ultra settings and not at 4K. With all that, make sure you guys wishlist this game on Steam to support the devs if you like the gameplay. With that, let's go. All right, guys, we are finally here. We are doing a full-blown lethal run as you guys take a look. This is from the beginning of the game. We are literally starting, and the beautiful thing is it's raining. I love that it's raining, and you can see how glorious the game looks. Again, I am playing in high settings, not ultra, and I'm playing at 1440p. And I am playing on a 5070 GPU, but yeah, this is it I hear, and I am excited because we have a cast of characters ready to take on the world here that I'm going to showcase here in a second. I do want to point out we are going to take this from the beginning all the way to the mid game. You guys are going to see me take out a couple nests. You're going to see me build up my base. You're going to see me try to come back from the brink of what is complete disaster, because that is where we are right now. All right, if you take a look at the top, again, we are in lethal. Because of that, as you can see, my resources are at -20 and -13. Let's take a look at the characters. I'm really excited. The characters are right now completely random. This is our star right here. Her name is Unique Foster, and she is our star because of some of her particular set of skills that will be used to really help us here. And one of them things is Plague Science. These are the set of skills the characters can kind of use in the field when they're fighting. Plague Science is what I like to call the Plague Nest Killer skill. It is what we're going to use to really combat and push back against the plague and all the stuff that's coming at us. He also has Evasion, which is one of my favorites. And then she has Quick Draw for some good shooting if I need to, but sharpshooting might even be better. We'll have to take a look at how we're going to play her. She also has an expertise skill, and all the survivors have expertise skills, which I like to, in my dumb brain, I like to call them community skills. And that's kind of what helps everybody as a whole. Expertise skills will also directly benefit facilities. A little bit further, we have our girl Shell here. She's a bit of a shooter. She's got some stealth, overdrive, assault. She's just going to be what I like to deem is kind of like our, you know, our looter. She's going to go out and do our thing. But one of the things that makes her special is utilities. This is one of my favorite expertise skills. It is very good with all things facility, and she is very highly valuable. She might be one of our like chill characters when we're out just basically doing a normal loot run. Then we have Mohogany, which is a name that I love, by the way. She's got Quick Draw, Evasion. These are the things, these aren't skills that we have yet. We have to level up and choose these skills. So we have just Quick Draw, then we have level 3, we unlock one at 3 and then 5. So these are the skills we can choose from, and I start to get an idea of what how I'm gonna play them out, and if I'm gonna have like a shooter. Now she again also has the same as our Unique character, and she has the same skill. So we're gonna have 2 plague killers, which is great, but I typically like to focus on one. She also has utilities, so that makes her a little more valuable. So I think Unique is going to be our main killer because we don't want Mohogany to die. So then we have her, and then we have a full lady group. So we have I didn't realize we got all ladies in the house. That's just completely random, not on purpose. And then we have Yaki, who's a gunslinger here. Real quick, she does have construction, which is good, a little bit different than the other ones. And then if you take a look, she's got overdrive, assault, sharpshooting, and evasion. Evasion is one of those that I get for every character. Uh-oh, we're about to get attacked here. We got a Z coming in. And so there we go, guys. We have our full set of characters, and we're off. We are going to bring this back from the brink of hell and show you what that looks like in lethal, the hardest difficulty in this game. So one of the things that is devastating when you're playing at the very start, or just in general, if you let your resources go to 0 like they are right now, you're going to notice if you take a look at the bottom left, I have 64 health and I have 100 stamina, which I think is typically, I don't know if they maybe made a change, but typically I have reduced stamina as well. Maybe it's not as harsh now. But we need to fix that. We need to get food and we need to get water in here. We're going to go ahead and drop some water. That'll help us a little bit. We did loot a gun, which is nice. And we're going to drop all this stuff here. And yeah, so right now the goal is to get us a car and start building this up. Obviously, if you take a look, and we're going to go really deep into base building, but as you take a look, everything is just complete mess here at this fort, and we just need to get everything up and running. Now, I have a general sense of my strategy on how I handle base building. What's fascinating about that is every player is going to kind of prioritize things differently compared to other. I like to personally have my resources completely like managed really well to where I'm not freaking out about them. And that's typically my focus. And there's a lot of different things that are happening with base building that are a lot of luxury. So let me give you guys an example. If you go through here, we start to get an idea of all the different facilities that we can craft. We can craft an ammo press, explosive shop, incendiaries. I'm going to be fully transparent. I have not built maybe half of these facilities. And so there's a lot of experimenting that I still have to do on a personal level. You have the plague lab that, you know, builds up very special plague items like if I remember correctly, I think one of them is the what is it called? The scent block, which is one of my favorites in State of Decay. 2 scent block gives you the ability to not be seen by the zombies or not be like, you know, it reduces their like aggro on you. And then you have all these different things, a chemistry lab, electronics lab. These are things that produce resources, I think, right? It says produces hardware, produces food, produces chemicals. So these produce things. You got infirmary. This is something I always typically have. It's one of my top, but the very first thing I typically do is get a workbench. The reason we get a workbench is because the workbench gives us the ability to craft things that are going to be more whole items. So State of Decay 3, one of the things you're doing in this game is looting parts instead of whole items. Now, that's not completely 100% true. You will still find whole items. You just won't find them as prevalent. And you'll have to kind of search for a lot of parts and take those parts and then turn them into bigger things. That's kind of what our goal is. So we are looting and always finding items that are useful. And that's something that I'm really happy about in this game, that almost everything that you loot in this game is very useful. All right, so we just got some water, which is awesome. And if you take a look, we have this ethanol jug. This is kind of what I mean. This ethanol jug, we can now, in theory, take this part, which if I were to use this in my car, which I have to actually, it's only going to give me 10%, and I'll showcase that in a second. But then what we do is we take that gas and then, or that ethanol jug, and we turn it into a gas can. And a gas can will give us a lot more. So that's one of the parts and one of the ideas that is kind of happening with State of Decay 3. We are just looting these little individual items. Another one here is duct tape. Duct tape we can turn into a larger crafting thing, which would be a toolkit. And we absolutely want to build toolkits, because toolkits actually repair the car way better than using that simple duct tape, which I can actually do. I can take this duct tape and fix the car just a tiny bit, but it's better to turn it into a toolkit. So that's kind of the general premise of what's happening here. So if you take a look, I'm going to refuel this bad boy, and it's going to give us a whopping 10%, which is terrible. It looks like we have a gas can and an energy drink. Okay, let's go ahead and use that gas can. That's kind of nice. We can gas this up. You can't get anything better than a gas can, so we can just gas that up fully. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's deposit this food. Watch what happens. Take a look on the bottom left. We're going to deposit this. Oh, my bad. Take that. Actually, let's deposit everything else while we're at it. And you guys will just get a full glance, and there it is. So you see my health completely just changed. And that's key. You have to keep those resources up. Here's the thing, though. When playing in Lethal, those resources are going to be really hard to keep up. -20 is insane. I just started the game. That is going to be really hard to keep up, but we have ways to start mitigating it even as we speak. So one of the things I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and clear some stuff. We need to clear, see, if we receive these two, if we clear that, and if we receive that, we get pure. Let's clear this one actually. And then what we're going to do is we're going to build our first item, which is going to be, I think, should we build a rain collector? Let's build a rain collector. And here's one of the cool parts is now you can take building that rain collector and we can use Mohogany, which is why I was saying I'm really happy we have a utilities person, because that 2 water income is going to become very clutch, as you guys will see throughout this playthrough. There we go. So we got the rain collector going. We have one of the debris clearing. The interesting part is I can no longer really clear a lot more debris, because if we do debris, we won't be able to I don't think we will have enough water, so we can't just go ham and just start clearing everything. So it does take up water to clear these. All right, so funny enough, I've been telling you this whole time, we got to start building things up. But what I haven't shown you is what's actually happening in the world that actually has me freaked out, right? Basically, if you take a look, we have these 3 nests, and they're all coming after us. And they're coming at us hard. And we have to, like, while I'm sitting here waiting for resources and looting, the world's not sitting back waiting for me to just do what I want. It's coming after me right here with these 3 nests. And I got to move. That's the thing about this game. I'm always in constant movement. If you take a look, my resources continue to dwindle. I just can't sit here and just chill, you know. I got to do what I got to do. We are going to recruit somebody right now. We're going to bring on a 5th, even though I am struggling for resources. We're just going to go ahead and recruit somebody because we can. But man, it's dire. And bringing in this extra person kind of helps us offset, mitigate some things as far as having more facilities being run by people. So we have a guy named Hermit here. He is wanting to join our group. I called him myself on the radio. He's a guy. We have 4 ladies. Let's bring 1 guy in at least, right? So he'll join. We get to take a look at his skills. He grows mushrooms. Oh, chemicals production. That is new. I've never seen that one. That one's like one of the most okay negative traits. Like if you're gonna get a negative trait, that's one you want to have. He's also a firebug, and he's also a medicine. All right, so we're gonna recruit Hermit, and there we go. So we got him. All righty. So the only problem with that though is that gave us now another food, another mouth to feed, which in that sense is not the greatest thing ever. But let's go ahead and take a look at his skills. Oh, he has like everything. So right now he doesn't even have a level 1 skill. I think we can choose a level 1 skill. Oh my God. So we're in this starter area that I was telling you guys about. I've just been kind of going around looting. Everything's pretty close to each other. And this is crazy. This is when you know that this is going to be a run blessed by the gods. Because we just got a light, slim machete. And this is an amazing weapon. And you're basically now going to see me running with this from here on out. I think, interestingly enough, right here, there's always a weapon that spawns. But I think it's just kind of random what you get. Because I remember my last playthrough, I got a crappy heavy weapon. So... oh, that is very exciting, but there it is. Let's see if we got a gun here. I was about to say, are we gonna get lucky and maybe get a gun out of the pistol case? But this is huge because now not having one of these like really nice rare weapons going into the plague nest makes the game so much harder. And so now that we have one, we should literally, my whole gameplay has just leveled up times 10. You guys will see what I made. All right, so I was telling you guys about a potential stamina debuff. In the beginning of the game, I was telling you guys there was a debuff. If you take a look, right now, we don't have enough beds. So I want you guys to take a look at this. So right now we have, we actually have, okay. So we don't have enough beds. So we're 5 out of 4. We have 5 people, but we only have 4 beds. So we have to build a bed. I haven't deposited all my loot. So let me do that right now and see if we can get everything going. Again, I'm down to 3 food. So as I said, things are getting extremely dicey right now. In the land of, okay, so we just deposited a food, which is good. But nonetheless, I mean, and we're going to deposit our girl, Yaki. She's been doing a great job. I think her name is just Jackie. I'm calling her Yaki, but it's Jackie. So we're going to go ahead and just get her going. We're going to deposit everything here. And I think we're good to go. Everything deposited. But let me go ahead and build a bed. And the way that we do that is we go to our living quarters. This is kind of one of the new things now. I haven't had a chance to dive into this, but now we have what is called kind of like the tech trees when we're building things out. And I think so far we do have the rain collector, so we were able to get that going. We now do need to build, though, if we can. Let me see. We have this one empty. Can we build a garden? So we're going to also start building a garden. So in the meantime, while that's building, let me go ahead and explain how some of this stuff works. It doesn't look like we have anything that gives a bonus to water, as far as I can tell. So we have nobody that gives a bonus to water, which I think is fine for now. We'll go ahead and have Unique cover that. But going further, if we go to the rain collector, you guys take a look. We have this tech tree type thing here. We don't have plastics to upgrade this, but if we did, it gives us a +2 at the cost of using a building material each day. If you go a little bit here, you can then upgrade this further and maybe counteract some of those building materials. So there's a lot of different things under the hood. The interesting part is when you take in also assigning a staff member also helps these benefits. And when you're going out in the world and you're looting a lot of stuff, you will loot the items that you need to help these facilities along and really upgrade them. For example, here the UV purification it needs an advanced component, which is one of the rarest items in the game, and you can only get from like a plague heart or a plague nest. But here right now we have a bed situation. If you take a look, we're at 4, we need 5. Let's go ahead and increase our bed here. And the situation with that is a little bit tough because we have several options to do it, but I also need to come to grips with the fact that I need to build a workbench. See, this is kind of the choices that we need to make. So I'm going to build this workbench. Let's build this workbench up. We'll have somebody, maybe, who can we have? Fuel efficiency is fine. So Shell doesn't have anything, so we'll give her that. So that gives us more fuel efficiency out in the world. She's gonna be building up our workbench. We have our garden building up. But go back to the bed situation. I could have built more bunks here with materials, but then I wouldn't have been able to build that workbench, and I want that. So we're going to go ahead and do quality of... Oh, wait, I messed up. Oh, no, I thought quality of life was a bed, because by judging on the little picture, I thought it gave me a bed. All right, so this gives me maybe the opportunity now to take a look and see if we can... One of the components of crafting in this game, and here we can craft just basic items. This is always in every single base, crafting those basic items. But one of the things we can do when we need resources in a pinch, like for example, I'm going to start running out of food and water immediately, is we can start salvaging items. And I want to see if we have anything that we can salvage that'll give us the ability to salvage for more of those hardware materials, which is that little wrench at the top that only has 4 right now. So we could get rid of the part, but parts are very valuable. So I don't want to do that. So right now we don't have anything. So we are going to be stuck with our stamina debuff until we are able to grab some more things that we can either salvage or loot. So we have these tough decisions we got to make, you know, moment to moment. And that's kind of the beauty of this game. All right, since Unique is kind of like our special plague heart killer, I want to go ahead and attack the first nest, but also on my way over there, do some looting. So let's go ahead and get that all set up. All right, so I am looking for hardware right now, and I am not getting lucky here finding anything. Oh, there is right back there. All right, so we got to go back. But this gives me an opportunity to kind of show you the scouting system in this game. You can kind of drive by and really get an idea of what's in your vicinity by looking at all the different houses and all the things you come by. And that gives you an idea of what it is you can grab, which is key, right? Is if you need specific things. So far, I think this has been pretty accurate. I think they've kind of messed with a lot of, I want to say, tuning and balance changes at times. Oh, here we go. All right, this gives me the opportunity now to show you guys how the fighting works in this game. And of course, you have a lot of different runners. You have a lot of different slow guys. We have nothing but runners, though. All right, so again, I don't want to get hit here. We are screwed. There's too many. We're going to have to use the car here. Again, we are in lethal. And, you know, the zombie physics aren't the absolute best right now. There we go. That's more manageable. But if you take a look, we have all the different zombie types. We have guys who are slower. Now we have all the slow guys. The slow guys, ironically, get to live because they didn't charge us so quickly. And yeah, and so we have the ability to go heavy and light attacks. In that case, I would have, as he sits there and just dies gloriously through my car, which is amazing. We have that ability to go. We can go light, heavy attacks, and this isn't the place I was looking for. But when there's a big crowd like that, and I'll show it at some point, you want to go ahead and start, you know, dialing up those light attacks, because those light attacks are really great for crowd control. And that's what I wanted to kind of do there, but it was just too insane. Oh my God, I have so much stuff in my backpack. I'm not even paying attention. Let me find the rucksack in here, and then we'll go ahead and get to the car. Will the rucksack be in the toilet? Nope. There we go. We found the stash of drugs over at the handyman. The handyman was on that on those drugs, huh? I just kind of kept going. Oh shoot, we got a random trash bin with a what? What was this doing? A heavy cast iron axe. Holy crap. This is insane. All right, so if we end up getting a character with the power ability, we'll use that. Do we have anybody? Does she have it? No, right? Oh my god. We're coming out like bandits this run. We're still in the beginning of this run, even though we're kind of struggling a little bit. Like, this is pretty crazy to me. All the crazy loot we're getting right now. As I say that, we get nothing out of that bin, right? There we go. So if you guys take a look, it'll say ransacked at the top, which I love. I love that the houses now say ransacked and that there's nothing left. We are still looking for this. Okay, so we got to get to that cabin right there. This cabin has exactly what we're looking for. All right, so I do want to explain something about the combat in this game. And even though we're not in the middle of it, one thing that is very clear, because we are in an apocalypse that's further down the road, the ability to heal yourself is very difficult in this game. So let me give you guys an example of what I mean. So right now, I took one zombie hit and I took that 18 damage you see on the bottom left. I'm going to bandage up. Watch what this heals. 10. That's all we get from a bandage heal. So bandages are a little bit, for me, precious, especially at the beginning of the game. So essentially what I'm wanting to accomplish is, actually we're just going to go straight home and drive home now. What I'm really wanting to accomplish is fighting as cleanly as I can in the hardest difficulty, which is lethal. Because our resources are so low, we can't just heal easily. The way that we kind of have to approach this is we have to switch between characters and let them heal individually while managing their fatigue and all that stuff. So it's very imperative that when I'm in these combat situations that I take very little hits as possible, and that's what I try to aim for. And it's just key, man. It's just the way that I've been able to kind of cope with the difficulty of this game. If I were on lower difficulties, it wouldn't be this bad, I think, but just is what it is. I'm used to lethal. I don't know exactly what it's like in other difficulties, but I just know that in lethal, I struggle a lot. So let's go ahead and deposit all this. We did want to grab that hardware. We have that sweet two-hander now, which I'm really excited about. And the big thing that I was really hoping to do is drop that hardware, because now that gives us the ability to build the... Oh, wait. We have the workbench. I thought I couldn't build a workbench. So we can. All right. So let's take a look at the crafting. So for some reason, I thought I couldn't build it. Oh, we needed the bed. That's what we needed. Okay. I'm losing track. So there we go. So we built a toolkit. We could have used that duct tape. If you take a look, we go to the workbench. We could have used kind of the duct tape, and we could have used, you know, we can do gas cans now, which is great. We could take that ethanol. But with a toolkit, we can now repair this car almost to full, if not all the way to full. But if we only used one of those parts or duct tapes to repair the car, it would have barely repaired it at all. Which is why I held off this whole time on repairing the car. And it looks like we didn't repair it fully because it was in that bad a shape. But on the bright side, now it's pretty stoked. So that was what I wanted to accomplish. But I also wanted to get the bed going with the hardware. So now we accomplished two things. So living quarters, and now this is the tech tree we were talking about. We have enough hardware, enough building materials. Let's go ahead now, get that bed going. We have 2 more beds. So in theory, we can go grab someone else now. And if you take a look on the bottom left, the stamina is now fully good to go. All right, so one thing we can now do also with base building is doing things like makeshift walls. And this is going to be key. If we end up getting attacked and we get sieged, which to be fair, it hasn't happened to me. If we start to get sieged, because look, of course, as I've mentioned before, the plague nests are coming right now. There's like a bit of a timer where they don't start coming at us right away. They give us a second. They give us a little bit of a grace period, but it's already starting to come. And if you take a look, the plague nest is now right here. It's starting to make its way. It's already built right there, an infestation. It's going to continue to infest buildings as it gets closer to us, and then a siege. So we want to build up our walls and keep ourselves safe. Let's go ahead and do that now. And there it is. So our wall here is built up. All right, so we're back with our girl Unique. And here's what I'm going to do. Believe it or not, guys, am I going to do this? No, we're not going to do that. Maybe should I do it? I'm wondering, should I sell this gun? Actually, let's keep the gun equipped. And we are going to attack a plague nest, but we're also going to visit a trader. We want to visit the trader so we can start offloading some of our stuff, because influence plays a huge key role in this game, just like it has in previous, well, at least with State of Decay 2. And influence gives us the ability to get outposts. It also gives us the ability to have harvest sites. Harvest sites also need a additional resource. If you don't know what a harvest site is, which a lot of you might not know what that is, it's basically this little water icon, this food icon. It looks like it needs influence and it needs electricity and power, I should say. And power is a new resource in this game. The thing with power resource is that it's rare and it is very hard to find. Yeah, so the harvest site essentially gives us that ability to use it to man. So basically it takes a person to man it, and then at that point you'll get pure number of that resource, and we absolutely have to do that at this moment because we are struggling. We're about to run out of food and water, and we need to attack this plague nest too because it is starting to get close. We do have a trader right here. This is the new guy. He's the drifter, which is fascinating. We're gonna sell stuff to him, but it looks like he has some things. Oh, he has an advanced component, which would be really nice. But right now, I just don't think we can afford an advanced component. I want you guys to take a look at my top, though. If we look, we're almost out of building materials, which is not good either. So we are in, actually, we're right in a building that'll give us building materials. So let's go ahead and loot this little cabin that the drifter's in. Grab that. Some fireworks. That actually might help us because we are literally headed to the plague nest next. And we are going to attack that. We have our girl. The reason I want to take our girl here unique to the plague nest is because killing a... I'm sorry, I keep saying plague nest. I meant infestation. Killing an infestation gives us that ability to get a lot of experience, and we want to do that. Luckily for us, the infestation is nice and nearby. Right here. Gives me more opportunity to really explain this combat, though. Again, we have a slow person there. We have a runner right here. The varied zombies are going to be huge in this game. I want to tell you guys something. I'm going to declare it right here. Zombies in this game are just as much, if not actually now, the bigger threat than freaks are. Because when they surround you, and they will surround you, they get really intense. I got lucky, though, right now. And the fact that I have this weapon, I'm able to kill these zombies really easy. Not easy, but easier than I would if I had a normal weapon. So I'm very blessed to have gotten this, but it does give me that ability to try not to, what I mentioned earlier, not get hit as much. So if I can take out these zombies with heavy attacks, we can kind of just, gotta be careful there, can't miss. But you'll see right now, we're gonna attack this this infestation, this plague heart, and we're gonna start to get swarmed. And I want you guys to kind of see what the melee combat is. So this is a plague heart. This is what you see in State of Decay 2. Okay, we took some hits there. We're about to get surrounded. I'm in bad shape already because I don't have... All right. Oh, God, that's a lot of Z's. All right. So yeah, crowd control, dodge. Crowd control, dodge. We're going to crowd control. Take a look at that. We got hit from the back. There's too many. We might have to use the car. Dodge, dodge, dodge. All right, let's see if we can... Oh, I got hit. We don't want to get hit too much because we get injured. There, dodged. Dodged. We're at 14 stamina. Unique is close to leveling. Hit, and there we go. All right, so that was terrible. I typically would have ran to my car and killed them that way in that scenario, just because, again, I don't want to get hit. We don't have a lot of healing ability, but I did want to showcase the melee. I am somebody... Ooh, and I just got hit. Oh, my God. And there it is. As if I didn't tell you guys just a second ago how the zombies can be such a huge threat in this game. We do have one bright side to this. All right, we're going to get in the car. We do have one bright side, and that's that I leveled up. So we're actually, guys, believe this or not, we're not running away. I'm too stubborn to run away when we are so close to killing that plague heart. So take a look at my healing. 16 out of 21. Basically, we can take one zombie hit and that's it. So this is the magic of State of Decay 3. We get an idea of the risk we want to take, the risk we should take and shouldn't take, and all these decisions are moment to moment. It looks like everything is cleared except for this guy who's coming in. I'm glad I saw him because he could have ruined me. The bad thing is we are really injured, which is not great, but it's only one injury, so I'm not freaking out about it yet. All right, I just realized. Oof, okay. There we go. I just realized we might not have enough stamina to take it out, and we did. So we should be in the clear now. Just trying to make sure there's no leftover zombies, and there it is. Again, we are in lethal, and zombies, I'm so glad that I said that they are almost more dangerous now than the freaks. Case in point of what I just said. I literally went from 70 to 0 flat and could have easily died there in a worse circumstance. So I'm glad I lived. I'm also glad I took out that infestation. I do want to hop in. Let me hop in my car real quick in safety and show you guys the leveling. So Unique is going to still be our plague heart killer, even though she just took that terrible hit. We have to level up. We have to get the first field skill in plague science. Sadly, I don't think we have any plague science people immediately. So this is going to be our first level into it. And at this point now, if you take a look, quick draw, we have 25% first shot damage. This quick draw would be really good with the headshot skill, which I don't know. Do we have that one? Sharpshooting. So sharpshooting with quick draw would be freaking insane, by the way. Holy crap. So you can make a completely OP like killer, shooter killer, I should say. I don't know what I'm talking about. But here is the big one here. Damage to weak points that we'll see when we get to a plague nest. Weak points are those things that you'll see. We'll get there. But the big one is getting to level 3, 100% damage to plague hearts, and that's what I want Unique to get to. So we'll do that. I think our next character to level up now, though, is going to have to be Mohogany, or we're going to have to get back so we can get her stuff up, leveled up too. All right, guys, our next problem now, food, water, are almost at the brink of 0. We were able to get resources, but I need to continue doing things that help us get that fixed. Right now, I think the fastest, quickest way is to potentially level up these things right here that give us the ability to kind of mitigate some of the water, some of the food. The problem is, it's a huge problem, is that, and we're missing propellant here, which sucks. That really sucks a lot, actually. The problem here is, like, for example, here, the water, if we were to upgrade this, it takes up another building material, which is, I guess, fine in the short term. But also, if you take a look, like, so yeah, so it takes up an extra building material a day, but then it'll leave us down to 2 building materials as a whole. But we're going to go ahead and do this anyways. The problem with running at 0 building materials on the top is we actually start taking also more debuffs to our health and everything. I'm digging Mohogany's backpack, by the way. Pretty awesome. We are just so completely oppressed right now. When we're in a situation with like the building materials, I want to show you how I handle it in the short term. We can take this glass bottle and we can salvage it. You take a look at the very bottom, it says F for salvage. And if you take a look, the salvage, and it's a little bit blocked by the text, but it says salvage for building materials. So we're going to actually salvage all of this. And there it is. So that buys us a little bit of time. We're also having a big food and water problem. I'm going to try to buy us some time in this scenario too. We're going to go ahead and use half the water, because the water can use as a stamina buff out in the world. So we don't want to use up everything in theory if we can. And we're also going to use up 2 mealworms, and that also salvages for food. So that bought us a little bit more time, but obviously we need to really figure this out because we're struggling, man. Now, another unique aspect to this whole base mechanics, how they work, there's actually more facilities that we haven't seen yet. As I showed you guys earlier, we do have a myriad of facilities that I think I can't show you right now until we do this, which is fine. I'll show you that in a little bit. But we do have the ability to go to this drafting table and unlock even more things like the granary, the infirmary, things of that nature. Here we have some other things like basic mechanics, gives a sawmill, water filter. If we get a water filter, it increases our water production And so it doesn't give us directly water, but it increases the water production in our base. Sawmill does that for materials. A latrine is good for infection resistance. We have the incendiary shop, and then we have a still. A still is great for producing fuel. Sometimes I've had playthroughs where fuel is a big problem for me, and I've had to use this. I've had to craft a still. So it kind of depends on what you start to have problems with in your bases, in your settlements, and what you want to build around that. But the big thing that we really want is to unlock, I think, this. We want to unlock the basic biology, which sadly we don't have enough textbooks, and textbooks are a little bit rare, and we got to find them out in the world. So as we have a group meeting here, as everyone can see here. All right, so I've decided I'm actually going to go after the second infestation. One thing I haven't told you about when you deal with this whole plague war mechanic, and you're dealing with these plague nests that are actively coming for us, from what I understand, this is from the devs, so I don't know if something's changed because now this has been a couple builds, but when you take out an infestation like you saw I did earlier, it actually slows the rate down of which they are coming at us. So in theory, if you see that the infestations are really starting to go kind of insane, you in theory, in other parts of the map, you want to go and start hitting those infestations and slowing down the rate, but then you're driving all over the map, and then you're kind of dealing with this situation where you're far from home or you don't have enough gas, all those things. So we do have an infestation we're about to attack, and ironically this is coming from a mission, and while I can't really showcase missions at this moment, she is kind of following us, so we do have a follower, so we can kind of show that mechanic and how that works. Ironically, you know what I think is going to happen? I could be wrong. I guess we're about to find out. But if we complete this mission, she might join our group. And if you guys haven't noticed, we are completely struggling right now. Ooh, it looks like we got hit there. Kind of dealing with some weird mechanics there with the wall. Candy. Candy. All right.
Stay safe out there.
So she's with us. Let's go ahead and do this. Now, we didn't do so good with Unique, so I don't know how good I think Mohogany is going to do here, but let's give it a shot. Ooh, we should have hit it a couple more times. Oh god. All right, so we have way too many zombies. Way too many. Holy mother. Oh my god, we got a bloater. We got to dodge. We dodged. We got to get out of here. We have to get out of here. There's way too many, and it's dark. Look at this. But look at the bloater. Okay, the bloater kamikaze, which is great. There's at least, like, what, is that 30 zombies right now? There is no way we were going to fight those. And there we go. Okay, I think it's manageable. We want, in theory, we want not to destroy our car too bad either. And that's the thing, in between these like infestation fights, we have to make sure our car is in tip-top shape. I almost want to say they increase the zombie density. Dodging is, again, I know a lot of people have had thoughts about the dodging in this game, but let me tell you, I personally love the dodging. And while it's might seem OP, the dodging is necessary to live in this game. Okay, the slow shamblers are not getting us. There we go. Okay. This is kind of the moment-to-moment gameplay. It looks like there might be another like mission nearby, ironically. Somebody like over there, it looks like. And they might be kind of helping us inadvertently. But all right. So the good thing is we were able to kind of fight back there, but all right. There we go. Let's see if we can take out this infestation. There we go. Okay. So we took it out, which is wonderful. And we helped out Candy. The mission wanted us to take out this infestation. Let's see if there's any good loot. Oh man, I've been kind of getting unlucky with loot, though. The pills are going to be very handy when we go after basically the nest, which is next on our list. Basically, when it hits daytime, we'll go after that nest. But we do need our people to heal up a little bit too. So we'll see how that goes. All right, so we helped out Candy. Can we recruit her? We can recruit Candy after finishing a mission. We can't show off how missions work in this game. At the moment, the devs aren't ready to show that magic, and it's still ongoing. But in this case, we did finish a mission by clearing out that infestation. We get to recruit her. Here's the thing about recruiting her. We are going to do it. Oh, let me take these guys out first. We are going to do it, but again, last I checked, we had no food. Yeah, take a look at our food. We're at -3, -6. We have like 0 food. So we bring in yet another mouth to feed. This is going to be kind of brutal, but let's go ahead and recruit her. Hopefully she has some unique skills. There we go. So she's a butcher. She has chemistry. And she's a pyromaniac. Oh my god. She's a stress eater. Oh man, I don't know if we can take her. All right, let's pile it on, man. Let's pile on this playthrough and make it as hard as possible. We're gonna take her, and I don't know how that's gonna look, but our food rations are about to go quite insane. -25. Oh my god. All right, let's take a look at our girl Candy, and we got yet another lady, by the way. I didn't even think about that. And she has, so we have that sweet two-hander. She'll be like our overdrive evasion powerhouse lady. We're not going to have her stealth. And those are going to be her 3 skills. So that's going to be really fun. So she's going to be our two-hander lady. And that's exciting. I'm actually really excited for that. All right, so we did take out that infestation. If you take a look, it says the nest is stunned, but active but not spreading. See, I didn't even know. This is like a new thing. So the nest is stunned. It's active, but it's not spreading because I took out those infestations. But if you take a look, the north is now active and spreading. And if you take a look, it's awake, it's active and spreading. And this one's already started to spread. And it's kind of going in this direction, interestingly enough. So yeah, guys, we are completely in a weird spot right now. So we are going to level up Mohogany. And I'm wondering if we should just go straight into Plague Science. I really like Evasion, but we'll go with her. She might end up being the only one healthy enough to attack after our girl Unique just got kind of murdered a little bit by those bites. So yeah, man, we have a lot of choices here. It's not just a food problem that we're having when we bring in new people, but obviously they're also going to consume water as well. So it's oppressive. Lethal is oppressive in all manners, and it's kind of what we have to deal with. All right, guys, so we have all our stuff looted. I have left a lot of stuff behind, including, I'm telling you, everything in this game is so useful. So there's like, I don't want to leave anything behind, but I left behind a very important gun, an AR-15. So we're going to come back, but we have all that stuff to go ahead and deposit. So we're going to go do that right now. All right, so I got here with just 1 food left. I almost wanted you guys to see what happens when that 1 food runs out. Because basically we take, well, you saw at the very beginning of the game, we lose a ton of health and it's just really bad. And so this is the way it goes, man. I have been at this hardcore. I haven't really stopped to like smell the roses or anything, and we are just in trouble. We got to get these resources up right now. All right, so we did get some textbooks. That gives me the ability to do a herb. Let me see. Yeah, I can get an infirmary and a granary going. So I think that's what we're going to do. So let's do that. And now we're going to unlock a lot more things. I think the next one would probably be maybe the basic mechanics. But we did unlock that. And so now if we go over to... Oh, the problem is we don't have any empty slots, huh? So we got to start clearing debris. So let's start doing that. That'll take some time, but we do need to clear some stuff up because right now we are needing facilities ASAP. So we'll go ahead and clear those 2 up. In the meantime, though, I did want to showcase. So we have the propellant. I just looted that. So now we can go ahead and get +3 to food. That's going to help a little bit, but it's not going to help fully because we still have... Oh, look at that. Plague samples. We're almost there. Wow. That would be huge. And we don't have advanced components, though in theory we could buy one from that trader. Advanced components, again, one of the more rare items in this game, but holy crap. So that helps a little bit with food. Now we're at -22, but we only have 6, and now we're at -15 water. So holy crap, we are just struggling beyond belief right now, and we're still losing building materials at the same time. We're going to switch over, I think. Here's what we'll also do. Let's do this. So I want you guys to see me do this. Check this out. I have a lot of influence. What we're going to do is we're going to call for a power resource. And it's going to cost 2 gas. So let's locate power. And that'll give us a mission to locate it. And we're going to go and we're going to grab that. So it's not too far. We're going to grab that power, and then we're going to take that power and we're going to go into that right there, and we're going to see if we can grab more food because we got to do something. This is just getting so insane right now in the food situation. All right, we get a first look at me possibly getting... Ooh, wait a second. Can we get power resource and water resource in here? That'd be really nice. We still have that AR-15 that we left behind a little bit south from here, so we got to grab that. All right, so right here we're going to get ourselves power resource. Looks like it. Perfect. Stack of batteries, and that's exactly what we need. All right, so we're going to sell some of this stuff. I just wanted to get kind of we have a lot of influence, which is amazing. You know what? We're going to go ahead and just buy, because we have so much influence, we're going to buy an advanced component because we can. Perfect. Nice. All right, that gives us the ability now to kind of help ourselves with this huge, massive problem we have. All right, so here's that AR-15 I wanted to tell you guys about. This is going to be our main gun probably going forward, unless... If you take a look, this is a rare modified carbine. It has a suppressor red dot high capacity magazine. It's a nice weapon. It's a good weapon, but we need something like this when we're out at the Plague Nest. So I'm happy to have that. That's going to be our big thing, and we'll use that. One thing I want to show you guys too, she is leveled now. So we're going to go ahead now and get level 2 into Plague Science. We are trying to hit level 3, and she's halfway to the next level. So we have her really leveled up, ready to attack that Plague Nest. But the problem is now she's tired because of all that. So we're gonna let her sit back, relax for a little bit, and then we'll switch back to her and we'll finally attack this Plague Nest. Meanwhile, we have plenty to do because our base is just struggling right now, and that's one of the things that, you know, we have to focus on. Look at that. I mean, we're down to 3 food and 3 water. I mean, this is just, and that's with, we just did something to lower that from 25 to 22. So like, and all I'm doing is dropping some water right now. We're not even dropping food. So we are going to have to kind of make some more sacrifices right now. So we're going to switch over to Hermit, since he is kind of like, maybe like our best. I think he's going to end up being one of our best fighters, but that's not dealing with the Plague Nest. So we'll have him kind of, we're not going to have him equip the two-hander yet until he gets Powerhouse. But in the meantime, we can do all of this magic stuff. So he's got plenty of ammo. That's all fine. And I wanted to showcase some of the building here before we go and claim that harvest site. So obviously we have the garden, we have the rain collector, we need to produce more food. So if we can do that, let's do it. And I think the way we're going to do that is with a granary. So a granary gives us that ability now to increase the food production by 40%. We are investing in that immediately. So the granary is going to build in 15 minutes. Let's come over here. I typically like to build an infirmary, but right now we are just so struggling with that. If we build an infirmary, it's going to cost 3 food and 3 materials. So I might hold off on the infirmary for now and see what else we can do. But we are just so much in trouble right now. We can build up a pharmacy. We could build up an ammo press to get bullets going. I'm not a big shooter. I like to just kind of collect my ammo out in the world and to just go from there. But we are faced with some decisions right now that are very key to our survival. So we have to keep figuring out this base building right now. In the meantime, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to clear the rest of the debris in here. And we'll clear that, even though we don't have a lot of water, which is fine. We'll just figure it out as we go. I do want to point out we can now upgrade our food production even more. So we're going to go ahead and do that with this. And now that'll give us, I think, negative 19. But now that increased the water, and then we're at 2. We're at negative 2 food. Or I'm sorry, we're down to just 2 food. If we get that down to 0, we get a huge debuff. So we do not. I think what we're going to do is we're going to salvage everything but 1 mealworm. There we go. That buys us a little bit of time. And then what we're going to do now is head to that harvest site. And oh my goodness, we are struggling so bad right now. As we check out some of these beautiful green landscapes, by the way. I mean, look at this. Looking good. And we are doing a little bit of off-roading. This car also needs to be repaired. Here's always the fun part, though, is that when you pull up to one of these sites, you do have to clear it all out. And of course, we don't have a leveled up character. We do have a screamer. Did the screamer see me? All right, let's see if we can stealth kill it. Or we might have to... I think he saw me. He just keeps facing me, right? No? Okay, we're good to go. All right, let's see if we can stealth kill him. Nope. Okay, that didn't work. We alerted everything. Let's go. Woo. All right, we're doing good. We're doing good. We have to dodge there. And all right, we don't have it mostly cleared, but we mostly do. Whew. We could have just started shooting, worst case. But as you saw, we alerted the whole world at that point. All right, we have one more Z, and the whole place is now cleared. Let's claim our first harvest site. We do have power now, which is great. And this is going to cost us 500 influence. Oh, I forget how expensive this stuff is. It's not like I have a choice, guys. I have zero choice. And so now we have it up and running. And we do have to assign somebody. So let's go ahead and assign. Who can we assign? Is there anybody? Is there any? I don't even know if there's a thing as bonuses for. We'll put Candy here. And there it is. So we're negative 12 food, which is 30 times more manageable. But now we have negative 16 water. So now what we're going to do is we're going to call radio command. And we're going to locate some more power. And we get influence in this game doing various things that help us, you know, grab these things like outposts. And one of those is killing infestations, doing missions, which I have been doing missions off recording. I have done quite a few missions, actually. I think I've done around 3. So I have been building up influence slowly in the background, which has been good. I do want to draw your guys' attention, though, to the fact that even though I've been sitting here and I'm struggling and I'm trying my best to just keep my survivors from hitting 0, look what's been happening in the north. Yeah. A big plague nest up north has... in theory, what I should be doing is going up here and I think I'm going to actually have to detour myself from all the work that I've been doing and just stop this from spreading right now. As you take a look, it says the nest is awake, active, and spreading. If you take a look over here, this is also active and spreading. If I take this infestation out, this will no longer be like it'll be stunned like it said earlier. So we need to stun this because that's going to be too hard for me to deal with. We can't have all these grow and it's just going to be way too hard. So we are going to have to take a detour up north here soon. And the thing is that the devs, in their infinite wisdom, have done a little bit of nerfing and have made this a little bit harder for me. And it was a little bit easier to get up north sooner, and I can't do that now. So that's kind of the magic, man. That's the magic of this game. All right, took that bad boy out. Let's claim this, and we can't afford it. Oh, my God. All right, that is not the worst thing in the world. The only thing bad about that, truthfully, is we have the trader still nearby active, but we have to find 40 more influence right now to trade to him. So let's see if we can loot some stuff. And we have a nice little cabin here that, ooh, see? Perfect. And that's going to give us just enough. That's exactly, literally what I was hoping to loot, is some luxury item. Oh my God, and a first aid kit. We're getting some 45 caliber. We're getting some more food. And more ammo. Perfect. All right, and that puts us right over 500 influence. Wonderful. Ooh, how much does those textbooks cost? I can't afford it, but I can get to the water. So let's go get to that water real quick. Oh God. Oh God, we got some zombies, and there we go. We got those runners. That one I think spawned out of nowhere. At least it feels that way. And one thing key to combat, another thing I want to point out, you don't ever want to be exhausted. And that's something you're going to constantly see me do, is make sure I don't get exhausted. There, I just happen to get exhausted. All right, so now we can claim this. This is going to be a huge boon. We do have to staff it, though. We have a couple people who aren't even working, so we can just we'll stick Hermit on there, even though he's like right here. And there it is. So now we're down to -9, -12. We're in a little bit of trouble. We have a screamer up ahead. Oh my God. I don't think the screamer knows I'm here yet, which is crazy. We're gonna see if these zombies could. Oh no, it knows I'm here. It knows I'm here. Crap. There it is. We killed it. Oh my God. Here comes the bloater. There's 2 bloaters. You gotta time the bloater shot. Oh God. So this is what makes bloaters really hard in this game, guys. And I want you to focus on that right now. Oh no, we gotta retreat a little bit. What makes bloaters really hard is that if I were to shoot that bloater everywhere, it wouldn't die, and it won't die. You have to time bloater shots perfectly, just like that one. And bloaters are essentially what I like to call snipers in this game. He's doing the kamikaze. He's coming after me. The good thing is, oof. Oh my god! And we got Mick over here. Just I don't even know who Mick is. Mick is just chilling out in the world, coming out. Mick is just doing his thing. We got like a bit of a war happening down here, which is hilarious. That's just gonna alert all of everybody, which is great. All right, so we can't level up right now. Trying to level up, it's not happening. There we go. Took them out. I think we're fine. I keep thinking I'm fine and I'm not. I hear a zombie somewhere. Hold on. Actually, I don't think that's a zombie. That's a screamer. Oh, there we go. And there we go. We took him out. Oh, a little bit of desync there. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think we can now level up. Let's level up now. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do is, let's see. He has assault. He has quick draw. Man, this is tough. He does have, I think he's a medicine. He is a medicine guy. I don't think that really matters though at the end of the day. I think what we'll do is we'll go with evasion just because it's just such a good skill to have regardless of what else you choose. It's just such a good baseline skill. So we'll just stick with evasion for our guy Hermit. All right, so the granary did get built, which is wonderful. Here, let me deal with this one zombie right here. Oh no, the car. I think the car's had enough. Is it broken? Oh no. Okay, it's not broke. It is on the verge. Oh god. And there he goes. Oh god. If you notice those bloaters, if I didn't shoot when I did there, that would have been trouble. But yeah, bloaters, you have to time those shots, and you could only shoot them in that one time when they're about to spit. If you don't shoot them there, they're basically God, and they can't die. And I think there's a screamer here as well. Right? Or is that a zombie? Nope, it's a screamer. There's a screamer, yep. Okay, there we go. Oh, plague sample, nice. Oh my god. And so there's one of my new dodge attacks. It looks like that's like one of those things that just lets me go in there, and that's part of the evasion level up, which is really cool to see that there's like skills in this game. All this because I was trying to show you guys the granary that I built. I wanted to see what our food situation's like. So we're down to 5, 3. Oh my god. All right. So there it is. So it took our harvest site and our garden, and it tells you all the food, and it even gives you kind of an idea of what that looks like. But we can actually buff this even further, and we can buff their food production, and I think we're going to do that. So let's do that there, and now we're going to do that there. And now we are, what's our food situation? We are at a +3, which is insane. Holy crap. Real quick, I want to look at my living quarters. If I wanted to add 2 more beds, so this would add 6, 8, 10 beds. How do we get 12 beds? If you can have 12 people per place, the negative beds would be awful. I guess you'd have to build maybe something externally for the beds, but my goodness. Actually, that's not true too. If I build up an infirmary as well, I think one of the perks of building up an infirmary is you can actually have a bed in there as well. But that gives us a lot of headway. Actually, we can now build our infirmary and not worry about food as much. The thing that I worry about though is now then we have a -3 on building materials, and right now it's not unmanageable, but it starts to become a big of a headache if we start going down that route. So we have a lot of choices. Let me see if we were to, I know one of the things with the rain collector is we can actually make it right here. If you take a look, if we had enough chemicals with the plastics, we could then help our building situation there. There's just a lot of different moving parts that are happening right now. I basically have done everything I can. I have literally tapped out every single inch of this southern area near our old fort base. There's almost nothing left I can do. But on the bright side, Mohogany, who is now taking over as the main plague nest killer because she's the one that's leveled up, she's ready to go as far as being leveled up and stuff. So let's go ahead, deposit everything and get ourselves going. We did get another first aid kit, which is amazing, and that's going to be really helpful. Deposit all that, and there we go. So we have a lot of stuff to use in our fight against our upcoming plague nest fight. Oh, I gotta say, I love this, by the way. So I think if we take a look, is this our granary? This is our granary, and it looks like a little store or something. Granary, it's sweet. That is so awesome. I love that. Oh, that is so cool. I love that. Love that. Love that. And look at the design. We don't have the old fort completely built up, but we almost do. We do have this water issue. So what we're going to do is we have plenty of tea. So I'm just going to salvage all the water. Let's just do that. Let's salvage every bit of it. That'll buy us enough time, hopefully. The crazy part is I have a water harvest site. And the fact that I'm still struggling with a water harvest site and with a rain collector that is leveled up a little bit. It's not leveled up. It's just pretty intense. Here's what we can do. Maybe we can help ourselves a little bit further. If I can find some things to break down and salvage. So for example, if we can salvage, let me see if we can find it. Usually it's called glass bottles. So we can salvage all of this. I can probably make Molotovs with this, but right now we just need the materials. So we're going to do that. This will help us a little bit. What we can do is we can go up this tech tree and continue to help ourselves by upgrading this. So we're going to do that now. And the last one is this. We need an electronics lab, which I'm not sure what that, I think that's from another facility, and rare metals. So that's the best we can do water wise. And -7, I think we're just going to be stuck with that. And we're going to have to keep looting water rucksacks. But now, of course, the materials are up at -5. Again, not great. But I think it'll buy us a little bit of time while we fight the nest up north, because, guys, it's getting really intense with this now being a level 2 nest up north. So when we go into the battle for the slaughterhouse nest, we're going to have a hell of a battle up there. But right now, we're still trying to deal with the first freaking nest, which is intense, insane. It's nuts. Let's do it. Another thing that I haven't really explained to you guys is in this game, morale, if you take a look, it says my group is worried right now. Did this thing repair fully? It still does not repair fully, which is pretty nuts. So we'll have to build another repair kit. But one thing I haven't even talked about, if you go to the command center and you look at worried, if this were to get down to -50, you actually lose the game. So there is a way to lose this game. Surprisingly, if you lose all your survivors, I think you're able to come back with a survivor, like a made-up one. But the way you can actually have full game over is by getting this all the way down to -50. And I think you have a timer after that. I don't remember exactly. Once you get -50, you have a little bit of time to recover and get that out of -50. But if you don't get it from that point, then you absolutely lose the game. So, you want to focus on morale. You want that high up. All right, so I don't know how many bandages we ended up getting. 9. That's more than enough. We do have a bottle of pills, and I don't know if we have any sort of Molotovs. We have 5 Molotovs. Perfect. We'll take 1 gas can, and we are going to build up 1 more toolkit. That way, if we have to repair our car, I'm hoping we don't run into a Juggernaut, but there's a good chance we are going to run into a Juggernaut, and we don't have any food buffs. We have the tea, but not a food buff, so I guess we're going to take the crappy mealworms, which sucks a little bit, but it's just kind of what we have to do. But we need to start moving because we just need to get after that plague nest up the super north, and we need to take 1 south. Before we even bother thinking about going up north to fight, we got to take the nest closest to us first. Oh, there's a car here. Looks like it's just an extra car. All right, we got a lot of these to take out. This is not the nest. We're going to take out an infestation first. I did get a mission, and so while we're not necessarily showing the mission, I think we had a mission like this earlier. Look at that. The power of teamwork, baby. Oh my goodness, the amount of zombies here. The good thing is I don't mind doing this because she hasn't leveled to level 3, and we do want her to get to level 3 if we can. So I'm hoping that killing this Infestation gives us that level 3 that'll let us kill these plague hearts even quicker. Let's find out. Oh my goodness. All right. So we took out some zombies and there we go. We were able to take that out quickly. I did get hurt though. Sadly, I got bit. We got another weapon. This is a heavy one though. A bladed heavy. Not a good weapon that we need right now. And oh my god, an advanced component is so freaking clutch right now, guys. That is huge. Sadly though, we got hurt and that is not good at all. Actually, I got to keep that. We're going to keep this here, keep that there, keep that there. Holy crap, that was like the mother of plague hearts there. We're gonna have to heal this all up, and we haven't even started fighting the freaking nest yet, and I'm already at half health, so we'll just start healing this up. But this is kind of brutal already, like not exactly what I was hoping for. We'll just heal up to about maybe 90.
Back in the game.
Look at that. I mean, this is why you guys see me never use any bandages, because they're kind of hard to come by. We can craft them if we want to, but they're also expensive to craft. So there's just a lot of things happening right now. All right, let's go. All right, guys, we're going to drive over there now. We are good to go. Man, oh man, we're leaving her behind. Kind of sucks. Was hoping to take her. But we are on our way now to the plague nest. Here's the thing. There's a good chance there's a Juggernaut here. So the way I handle these Juggernauts is running away. We are not fighting a Juggernaut under any circumstance. And there it is. You can hear it. Juggernaut time. I don't know how to honk my horn, but there is a way to honk. I'd like to fight if I could. How do I honk that horn, baby? If anything, we're pulling the zombies right now. We're gonna have to get in our car and get out. All right, that's a lot of Z's. Let's just run them over. There we go. Not the best physics right now. You know, game is still an alpha. Oh god, how did that happen? Holy crap. Guys, if you're noticing, I'm really paranoid right now. Oh god, that was incorrect. I wanted to shoot a pistol. I heard the Juggernaut. He's here somewhere. You can hear him. Oh god, get into the car. Get into the car. Get into the car. Get into the car. There he is. He's coming. He's coming. And there we go. Our big boy's coming. Oh crap. Oh my god, that freaked me out. Holy crap, that scared the crap out of me. Oh my god, they're basically the Hulk, man. Okay. Alright, he's coming. Alright, we gotta pull him a little bit further away from the plague nest. They essentially always guard a plague nest. There's always a Juggernaut. Alright, there we go. So we pulled them away enough. I hope. And now we can go after this plague nest. The thing about Juggernauts is I can fight them. You've probably already seen in this video the fight I had at the beginning of it. You can absolutely fight these things, but they take up a lot of resources to fight them. A lot of bullets, a lot of time, a lot of danger. And we're still a relatively new community here. We have nothing going on, and actually we're on the clock. If you take a look, if our resources get to 0, especially on the materials, we're going to be screwed. So if you guys take a look, those are what's called like what are they called? I already forgot the name. Take them out. I already forgot what these are called, man, but they're called the plague pimples to me. We're going to take them out because they're a hazard, and if you run into them, you explode and you get thrown off to the ground, which we don't want. All right, here we go. Sadly, I don't think we leveled up our girl. I don't think she leveled up. Nope. It would be really nice to get her to level 3, but maybe while we take out these weak points, these are all the weak points, and this is all the stuff we're trying to take out. So, all right, before we engage, we got to do our... Hey! We gotta do our Italian gestures. We're eating our mealworms and our black tea. Wait a second. What happened? Wait, oh, we didn't eat our tea. Okay, there we go. Now we ate the tea. All right, our girl is good to go. Mohogany is going after this, and we are attacking this bad boy. Let's go. We can hit weak points really quick if you remember the plague sign skill. We're gonna start getting swarmed potentially here. Holy crap, holy crap, holy crap. We got a Z right on top of our butt. And that's the thing, guys. The zombies. Oh, God. We don't have enough stamina. We're gonna get in the car. We just don't have enough stamina to fight. This is just temporary. We don't want to use up all our car durability. Yeah, I just wanted to buy enough stamina. Okay, there we go. I think we got him. I think we're good. We're good. I do want to highlight quickly, if I can. Let's see if we can go to a safe spot. So we took out a couple of the weak points. I wanted to highlight real quick. You take a look at my character. Right now she has level 2, so she can do 100% damage to Plague Heart weak points. We're attacking a weak point right now. Sadly, though, we're in the unfortunate spot where we don't have her on the next level. If we did, we would actually take out the main... Oh, God. That little jerk almost got me, man. But let's keep it going. If you take a look, we have the plague spitters now. We have more of the plague pimples. All right, let's take out the weak points. So we're killing that faster. Oh, shh. And that is why we take out the plague pimples and we're at 50% stamina and 50% health because we got hurt. It's not the worst thing in the world because we do have... oh, God. We need more stamina. We need more stamina. There we go. Dodge. Got him. Okay. We do have a first aid kit. Sorry, guys. When you're trying to survive, it's hard. All right, so we're going to use one of our first aid kits just because we still have a fight to go. So let's use this bad boy up. It should... There we go. And we got some of our health back. We're going to get all our health back. I do have to worry a little bit about the plague infection. If you take a look, it's at 33%. If I get bit right now, that is going to be a huge problem. So we do not want to get bit. There's a lot of zombies. Maybe we can stealth some of these guys. You guys are going to see I'm not much of a stealth player, and I don't have a lot of stealth animations to showcase because I don't stealth much. Okay, we took out all those guys. I'm going to keep repeating, though, that having this melee weapon is basically what's carrying me right now because my characters are not high level, but having this weapon is just getting the job done, and that's kind of key. Looked like there was a little bit of a stutter step. All right, we're going to take out the weak points. Ooh. I think that weak point isn't accessible right there. That weak point is perfect. And I think the heart is now... Yep. Oh, God. And we just got hit with more plague spit, which is not good. All right. Heart is completely exposed. And so far, we have no Z's to worry about. That's not true. One's coming right there. We took out a couple of them. All right, let's go. Oh, man. Oh, God. Okay, that was tier 1. Now, what's interesting about this plague nest compared to the other plague nests, it's still an early alpha here, guys, but there is a little bit of some bugs, I think, and I think I should be getting swarmed, but I'm not. Still, I don't want to take away of how cool the fight is. Another thing too is that you saw all the weak points in a concentrated area. That's actually not the norm for almost all the other plague nests, even a plague nest in the museum. So these plague nests and these plague hearts can spawn in different spots in this museum. This is the most easiest spawn you can get, and I think that's deliberately done on purpose to give us a chance. Okay, that's here too. I think we have one more. Down, and then we're gonna go and attack immediately. I don't know if we're gonna get hit by anything else. I guarantee you though, our next fight is not gonna be as easy as this one. I know for a fact it won't be. But there we go. So we were able to take out our first plague nest. Perfect. We did get a couple of really good weapons. So we got our first 7.62 and a modified Magnum. Sadly though, they don't have, you know, they don't have pictures yet. You know, again, early alpha, but good stuff. I'll take that loot any day of the week. Oh my God, it's just hilarious. We have zero room for any loot. We'll have to come back. But again, let's take a look at the north. We need to go up north. So actually our first, oh my God, our first set of goals right now, guys, is we're not gonna get to enjoy ourselves. We are now gonna head straight north because this is getting insane. Look at this. Oh my God. Okay, first thing is we're gonna stop. We're gonna go there. We're gonna attack that. So let's go over there. All right, guys. So I'm in some trouble. I have to make my way up north. I ended up going the wrong way. And if you take a look, there's a fire training center. This is another settlement that's actually full of people right now, and it's called the Chopping Block. So it's got the Chopping Block group. We'll visit them here at some point. But the thing is, we have pretty much a five fire alarm here in the north with a severity 3 plague nest. Or no, it's at 2, but it's about to be 3 if we don't stop it. So essentially now, if you take a look, I have to figure out a way to cut all this. I actually have a really good plan, but it's going to be hard. I'm going to be taking out this infestation, and then I got to make my way here because this has an outpost, and I need that outpost. Now, in theory, I could try to take over this settlement, but this settlement is almost... It's weird. I haven't done this yet, but this settlement has a almost plague nest infestation thing happening here where it acts like it's an actual plague nest, where it actually has the mechanics of an actual plague nest, and I've never taken one out. And I kind of want to do that in this video. But the main thing is I need to stop this spread. It is getting insane. And if that hits level 3, it's just going to be impossible. We will not be able to take it out. And for the record, though, I have taken out a Plague 3 nest in the past, but it was a long time ago now. I think I want to say, when did I take that bad boy out? It's been many, many months, and the game's changed too much now for me to try and do that. So I'm just too scared to go ahead and do that. But in the meantime, what I want to do is I want to drive. I just want to drive. Maybe talk a little bit about the driving mechanics. I want you guys to kind of see what it's like. I don't even know if I'm going the right way. I hope I am. It looks like I'm taking more of like a mountain scenic route. I'm pretty sure I've never taken this route before, but the driving feels really good, guys. The driving in this game is excellent. It is better than State of Decay 2 without a doubt. It's also just a better experience because there isn't as much stuff on the road, but it's a good one. There is a little bit of popping in, popping out. I'm sure you guys are noticing that. I think a little bit it's my computer, a little bit the game being an alpha. I think a lot of it has to do with my computer though. But nonetheless, it's just looking great here, and now it's starting to rain. So one thing I was told, according to Philip Holt, is that rain does take an effect on the car and the driving, and I'm going to have to disagree with him. I don't think it does. I could be wrong. It doesn't feel slipperier to me. Feels about the same, but nonetheless, you have it there. So we're driving up, and we have one of our first towns coming up. And are we? Yeah, we are. Okay, so this is going to be a very red, misty town right now. Actually, we're not going to go all the way to the town because the infestation is right up here. So let's tackle this infestation first. But our other settlement that is completely empty is right over there. And I'd love to take it over, but I can't. And ideally, that's probably the better choice than taking an outpost. But outposts are a little bit cheaper. All right. All right, our girl is still ready to go. She's locked and loaded. She just finished taking out a nest. It'd be great if we can get her. Let me check this out. Skill-wise, are we good to go on skills right now? We are so close to... There we go, 90% of the way. We're so close to leveling, but we're just not there right now. So if we can level, Honestly, having her level the next level and getting that level 3 plague science is gonna be, oh god, holy crap, okay. Oh, and she just leveled. Okay, perfect. Because we have to take on a level 3 infestation. Let me tell you guys, a level 3 infestation is almost harder than a plague nest at times, and you guys will see why in a second. But we're taking everything out, baby. We're gonna tackle all the things in this. All right, so we leveled, probably not in the most safest spot. We are going to level here and get this to level 3, but we are going to have to jump now. We do have all this. We have some stuff here we can do. I'd love to get evasion, and evasion is so amazing. So I really hope we can hit one more level, but we're good to go on the level 5. And now our next level is level 6, and from there on out, we can do what we got to do to get evasion. The thing is, evasion looks like evasion level 2 is going to be more useful. They did change around the skills on me. The game's always changing from build to build, so I'm always kind of dealing with the new changes, like if it's almost a new game. Oh god. There we go. Let's take this lady out. Oh, take this lady out. Take this zombie out. All right, let's go. Let's do this. She is now fully level 3, and this is going to be fun. I have a big problem, though. My car is in the other direction. But let's go ahead and get this going. So we're going to do a lot more damage. As you guys take a look. The good thing is just a level 1. And it looks like nothing's attacking us right now. Oh, here's some stuff coming. I was going to say, it looks like maybe the zombies just got alerted a little bit late. I am getting a little bit lucky, though, because, you know, I think I should be getting a little bit more swarm than I'm not, which is good. Again, game is still in alpha. It's still doing its thing. I'm not necessarily complaining because our next fight is going to be a big one. There it is. So you guys saw I killed that really fast. That had everything to do with the level 3 that I have. So, oh my god, we have yet another. Oh, we have to get that advanced component. We are getting so much loot. It's just not even funny. We have to get that too. We have to get this, and then we have really good food. We're gonna drop the mealworms for actually good food, and we are good to go. Let's go and attack the next thing. As much as I wish I could loot right now, I can't because we have no space. And by the way, I don't even know how our community is doing. We are okay. We're about to run out of materials, which is really bad. We really need to get a hold of that outpost. I don't even think we're going to be able to honestly clear up that outpost in time by the time those materials run out. And if we don't make it in time, we're going to have to go all the way back south, I think. So one of the things that I want to showcase is... So by the way, let me give you guys an update. So I did take out, if you take a look, oh, the nest is still active and spreading. So I didn't suspend it. I thought maybe that would slow. I think it still does slow down the rate of it kind of spreading. But if we take a look, oh man, okay. So this is, oh God, okay. So we did, I think we did we sever? I think this was connecting this way and we took out, no, this. Okay, so it was going this way, I think. And then we took out that one. And so it severed the connection between this to this to this. So now my goal is to sever the connection here and stop all of this from growing to level from 2 to 3. And so we need to take this out. And the reason I need to take that out strategically, I need that outpost because it's right next to the plague nest. And so this is kind of the strat that I've been following. I've done this now several times. This has happened to me a lot. And the reason it's taking me much longer is because the devs have made new changes to this build that have made the game harder. For example, earlier when I had to deal with that situation as far as the harvest sites being completely a different resource. Before I only needed gas, now I need power. Things like that have made things kind of make me go out of my way, have slowed me down a little bit, and I think I hear a screamer. I hear something. Again, we're dealing with a level 3. The problem too is that we're also tired. Oh yeah, there's a screamer. Oh my god, I couldn't see it because of all the red. This is not good. 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 Shoot. Oh man. Shoot. Oh. Well, that is as bad as that could have went. That whole thing went, oh my God. All right, we got a big fight. We did get bit. Luckily, our girl is not injured yet. But, oh man, I am not in good position. We have a lot of Z's to fight. Dodge, hit, dodge, hit, dodge, hit. We're just clearing out this area right now so we can actually get to that Plague Heart and fight it. Obviously, the Screamer called everything. And so, kind of left us in a really bad spot here. Wait, I think I hear... There's another... I think there's a Bloater. I think there's a Bloater somewhere. There's something. All right, let's see if we can stealth. Stealthing is not working out for me, by the way. You guys see why I don't stealth much, man. Stealthing's a very viable strat if you're leveled into stealth. And here we go. So we're going to get... Oh. There we go. Sweet. And that's the cool thing, right? Oh, God. You get to learn about all these different sound effects that these freaks make. And there we go. Okay. We're good to go. Let's go ahead now and start wailing at this. This is a level 3, so it's going to take me a lot of times to destroy this. Yeah. All right, we're going to have to get to our car a lot. We're going to see if we can draw the zombies out away from the actual heart, because a lot of times they aggro to the heart and they try to defend the heart. But if I'm not there, they don't find me. It makes it a little easier for me to do what I got to do. All right. So far, nothing. It looks like we did attract some that went inside the building. Maybe one so far. If it's only one, that's a good thing. I'm not going to complain. It's going to take a while to take this out. All right. Trying to get in a couple extra hits. Boom. All right, so far we are not being overrun. All right, let's go again. As you guys can see, this thing is still not dead. Boom. I gotta say, I love it. I should be getting swarmed and I'm not. So, yeah, I'm getting it a little bit easier than I'm normally used to. But this thing is still not dead, by the way. All right, there we go. Oh boy, I'm getting the easy lethal treatment. I'm not complaining right now. I am not complaining. And there we go, we killed it. We'll take it. We'll take the easy way. Take it the easy way or the hard way. We take it the easy way, and we have a lot more stuff. Look at this. Like, by the way, I left all the loot from the plague nest down in south. We have all sorts of things to collect. But the big thing I was wanting to do was take over this outpost. So right now we're going to get our first outpost. You take a look, we barely have just enough influence to take over this outpost. So we're going to take it over. We have the level 3 outpost here. Now we can turn this into our own little like mini base. Essentially, that's basically what this turns into, is like a mini base. We really can't do anything else really but deposit a bunch of loot. But it comes at a good time because now, since we have the control of the north as far as this outpost, we can kind of start doing some stuff. All right, we switched over to Unique. She's not injured now. We're good to go. And we are, where are we at? She's still level 3. Since we have so much to kind of take care of as far as all this plagues, like all this, basically this nest that's run roughshod over here, we have to kind of start taking these down. And yeah. We have a lot of work to do. Actually, first, before we do anything, let's do some looting. It looks like it's turning day, which is nice. There's a lot of loot here, which is great. Look at this. I mean, we are going to have weapons for days. We have, look at this. Oh my God. So much loot. We have a robust meal now. Also, we are now in a better position for crafting, by the way, everybody. So we have a lot of things. We've gotten a lot of advanced components, which has been super freaking nice. Let me take a look. So base building, we are still in big trouble here. We need building materials, and we don't really have a solution on how to get one. If you take a look, though, our people are optimistic, which is awesome to see. Here, let me take a look. Go to the command center, and everyone is just ecstatic right now. So that's really good. So we're kind of keeping it together, but our resources are really running low, including water and building materials. But we could be in worse positions, so I'm not complaining too hardcore. One thing I do want to point out too, we have 2 harvest sites, correct? Well, if you take a look, we are already, we can only have 3 harvest sites per settlement. So we already have 2, and we have 3. Then we have 2 walls that are already up and running over there in the south. We're all the way down, like our settlement is all the way down in the south. And we have all this stuff that we can do up in the north. We just don't really have a lot of materials to do a lot of different things right now. So we're just kind of in a weird spot where we just kind of have to go back to looting. But on the bright side, we do have all these advanced components that we can do things with. So maybe what we can do is here, this will help us. If we get this going, I am going to use one here. That way we can slow down the rate of which this whole, you know, building material thing starts to hurt us. And that's going to be helpful. Negative, see, now we're down to -4, which is great. Man, this is interesting. Infection, I've never really gotten the second one, but that might be a good one to have when we get those bites. And then here we don't have this set up, but water, we're still kind of struggling. The granary is doing well. I'm really happy here. Take a look at the garden. I don't know if we can upgrade the garden. We can, in theory, do it, and this will give us, we're going to do it right here. So this gives us an extra water. So it's a negative water cost. So we're going to go ahead and advance that. And then again, now we're at -6 on water. So we just helped ourselves on 2 of those resources with all those advanced components. But yeah, we still need to do some looting right now. But at least we kind of have everything under control for basically a 6-person community. I do want to build more things, but I'm just kind of stuck as to what we should build. I'm kind of thinking an infirmary, but man, I've never really had a kitchen, and I don't even know what a kitchen would look like. I'm kind of fascinated to see that. We do have the ammo press, but as you guys see, I'm not much of a shooter right now. I don't shoot much. I like to preserve my ammo, and I like to use shooting for essentially the freaks. So let's just keep looting around here. And of course, we have this strong box. And that's one of the new things with looting in this game that is different versus State of Decay 2. We don't have the same, you know, that same little timer. When we do something like this is actually potentially going to attract a feral. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get myself a little bit more gunned up here and put something in here. Maybe we're not going to use our AR, but we'll use our modified carbine. All right, let's get this going and open this bad boy up. I am a little bit scared, to say the least, because these attract ferals. Oh, we got a CD-ROM, and we got a feral coming. We got a feral. We got ferals. And I didn't equip her with a weapon. All she has is her knife, which is not great. You can use knives in this game, but they're a little bit less effective. Whoa. Oh, God. Okay. Okay. Oh, God. Gotta reload, gotta reload, gotta reload. Oh my God. As you guys can see, ferals are no joke in this game still. All right. Feral went flying. Oh, shoot.
I need assistance.
I am not going to die. I promise. Here's how I'm not going to die. Oh, no. Death to door, sir. I tried to fight him in the typical way. After we just got unique. Healthy. She's back to almost death again. Oh my God. I feel so bad for Unique. She keeps getting mauled every time because of my bad play. That was all me. I cannot predict feral movements. My go-to is to jump into a car when I see a feral. Could you have predicted what you just saw? Because I couldn't. I can't predict ferals yet. I don't understand their jumping patterns. They seem to be a little bit more random than I'm used to. I think there's somebody on the council, maybe Lacole, who can kill those, but I can't, man. I cannot kill ferals very well. And I think I still have PTSD from them in State of Decay 2. We are going to immediately switch out our girl Unique, because if we keep staying on her, she can die. We don't want that. And so now she's extremely injured. I thought we had a two-hand guy. Maybe it's Candy. Yeah, Powerhouse, Evasion, and Stealth. Or no, Overdrive, Evasion, and Powerhouse. So Candy is like a boss. So let's jump over to Candy. Yeah, we're going to jump over to Candy. And Candy might be just kind of like our powerhouse looter. And who can just go in there and just do some damage. The good thing is Candy's on her way to leveling, which would be nice. There we go. All right, she gained a star. So all the different zombies in this game, you have zombies right here. I think he's a little bit stuck. I mean, oh God, wait. Shoot. Oh God. That is, I knew there was a freak somewhere. I heard him. All right, we got it. Oh God, I got hit. Oh. We have no stamina. We have no stamina. Ah, got hit again. I was trying to... Oh God. Okay, I'm injured. Oh boy. Godly. Okay, well, this isn't going great. I'm almost too injured. I think what I'll do is I will... Crap, dude. Look at that. There's... Oh, is that a bloater? Oh God, I'm too injured for this. We have to kill that bloater, and then I can kill the rest of the car. He sees me. And I missed. I need him to shoot again. Got it. Where's the car? Where's the... Wait. Oh, there's the car. I wanted to level... I think they might be... Okay, they're a little bit stuck in this corner. Nope, they're coming now. They see me now. They're coming now. We're just gonna hop in the... Oh, wrong one. Oh. Oh, God. Oh, God. All right. So they're all coming. And the car's pretty damaged. We got a bunch of zombies. We're just gonna keep killing them with the car for now. Oh, my God. We haven't even started to attack this yet, which is nuts. So what I think I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna... Can we level up? Sadly, the zombies are a little bit stuck. Oh. These rocks are too OP right now. Oh, God, I have no stamina. There we go. Okay. 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 Let's pick up some of this stuff right here. We are really injured. I did want to level up. Bloater bile is huge. Let me go ahead and level up Candy with her first skill. I think we should go maybe even Powerhouse, but I'm going to stick with Evasion. And then when we get to the next level, we'll go ahead and give her Powerhouse. All right. Here we go. So we're going to take this bad boy out. So because we're on a second floor, we got to have to do that. You could almost like... I don't want to say cheese, but you kind of can because it takes a little bit more for the zombies to get to the second floor. So we're going to take advantage of the fact that this is on the second floor. Okay, just kidding. Just kidding. We have zombies coming in. They don't care that it's on the second floor. Again, we don't have a lot of health. We could heal up, and I should be healing up. But I just don't want... Again, I don't want to use my bandages because we don't have a lot of bandages in the community. All right, let's keep going. I hear a zombie coming up. All right, there we go. We are cheesing this a little bit. We are cheesing this a little bit. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Let's keep it going. Let's keep the magic going. I think we have one more after this. I hear some shooting off in the distance. Someone's coming to help us, which is great. I'm not complaining. All right, here we go. Last one. And we got it. So we took it out. Level 3. Let's see what loot we get. Oh, boy. We have a heavy barbed wire bat. This is a blunt heavy, though. So a part of me is kind of disappointed that it is a heavy. I don't really want to do another advanced component. I don't really want heavy weapons right now. I do like them. Heavy weapons, by the way, in this game are awesome. There's actually nothing wrong with heavy weapons. It's just they do take up extra stamina, and I kind of like using them on characters that can utilize their special abilities with the powerhouse skill. So that's the only thing. The good thing is we were able to destroy that with basically, because it was on the second floor, we kind of cheesed it a little bit. Now we're dropping off water. So our water is up to 15. And we just have building materials, -6 water. Not too bad. We can handle those numbers. But let's see if we can continue leveling up our building at all in any way, shape, or form. We can kind of build up an infirmary. We can build up a pharmacy. I think I am. I was thinking I might build a pharmacy just so we can kind of increase our bandage healing. But the problem that I'm feeling, that I'm having right now, is using basically 6 of my building materials when I only have 9 does not excite me. We can salvage and break down maybe some of the melee weapons that are in here if we take a look. So I think we can break down that. That gives us a little bit more materials, but not a whole lot, honestly. So we're just kind of like picking and choosing here what we're doing, and it's a little rough. If we went for the infirmary, we would be at 0 on the food scale. And I do like the fact that we are gaining positive on the food. This right here, we can get a drip irrigation system and do a fully level irrigated system with some more hardware parts. All right, guys, so we're going to head down south and hit up the town down there. Funny enough, I don't know what all these town names are. The settlement that's actually based in this town is the one here that I'm used to the most, Rooftops. It's the one that I'm used to the most. That's the one I've played in the most. It's the one where I've spent the most hours, ironically. Us starting down in the south is new from the last, I want to say, month. So it's been fascinating to see this entire town completely taken over and run over. And I just think that's, that's just cool. It's interesting. The town of Wyatt is the town that I know the most by miles. I have been in this town more than any other town due to that base in the middle. The starter for certain alpha tests and council tests have been in that base. Obviously, we have a big problem is it's completely overrun, but I do want to overtake that town here soon so you guys can see what that's like. Not overtake the town, but overtake that settlement so we can have our second settlement. So my plan is to get that settlement. I really do. I think there's a Juggernaut in here. A zombie soldier. Oh, shoot. Oh, my God. That was terrible. They're a little bit stuck at the door. Oh, okay. So we took off his helmet. Do that. Hit that. Hit that. I wonder if we can get in here, man. God, I'd love to take this down. I've never experienced this. This is a first for me. I think, is there spitters? I do see the plague pimples. I need to go back and remember their names. Real quick, can we level? We do have 1 level, so we might as well. I think I'm going to grab that second dodge. Yeah, we're going to grab this second dodge. You're going to see now that we can now dodge. That third dodge is going to be amazing. So we are going to grab that third dodge. I hear something. Is it the Juggernaut? All right, hold on, guys. I think it is the Juggernaut. Holy crap. I've never done this. So we see a weak point. We got to attack the weak point. I don't know what happens. The thing is, we're really far away from the car. I don't like kind of going into these situations I don't know very well. And I'm like, I mean, I don't have anything. I should be coming in here. I don't even have ammo, guys. I forgot my ammo. This is like, we have to run. Okay, we're going to destroy this and we're going to run to the car here. I'm going to destroy that just because I'm paranoid about the plague pimples. All right, weak point down. I don't know where the rest of the weak points in this place are. And I don't know where that Juggernaut is. He sounds like he's on the other side. Maybe we can avoid him. Okay, no one's attacking us right now. Oh man, I don't. Oh my god, that's so cool. There's a lot of boiling going on right now. I'm just shooting all those for my own sanity, but honestly, I'm being an idiot because, oh my god. Are you kidding me? No way, dude. The Juggernaut is on the 3rd floor? No way. No way. The heart is up on the... Oh my god. Okay. All right, we're leaving. Okay, so if he's up there, can we take out all the weak points in the meantime? We have to shoot this. We got to shoot that. Okay, so... Oh god. I almost ran into that. Okay. So I think we can attack this. This is the weak point. I don't know where all the weak points are here. We know that's going to the roof. You can hear it. You can hear that going to the roof. I don't know. Does this lead to the roof? Believe it or not, even though I've spent a lot of time in this settlement, I'm not quite familiar with it. And so... okay, we know... Okay, I wonder if we... Again, I'm being kind of an idiot because we're not equipped to take this on at all. I didn't even bring ammo like an idiot. I don't know what happened. I just forgot. And the spitters are making my life hard. If I have to run through the spitters, that's going to suck. Let's see if we can kind of tackle the rest of the nests. I'm sorry, the rest of the weak points. So we have a weak point going out in this direction. Let's see if we can shoot that. Wait, oh, we're shooting the weak point, guys. We're shooting the weak point. I thought that was a plague temple. There we go. I don't know how many more weak points we have. By the way, take a look. There's still another weak point, as you can tell by the tendril that's right there. So let's see if we can find that. That weak point must be to the right some way, right? Yeah, it's over here. And of course, we have a very well-placed spitter right there. We have somebody shooting nearby. They're in a war somewhere. Oh, hit it. We don't have a lot of time for that spitter. I think... Oh, God! Holy crap. All right, so the heart is exposed. Oh, it looks like I got hit by a spitter. I'm curious to see what I can do with a Juggernaut nearby. If I shoot this, the Juggernaut will be aware of me. So let's shoot it. Let's see what we can do. There is a Juggernaut up here. All right, that's it. We're running. Oh, no! Oh, shoot. We're out of here. No, let's get out of here. All right, we're leaving. Oh my God. All right. I accomplished what I wanted to do. Only did I get the hardware? I think so. Oh my God. All right, let's go back up north. We're going the opposite direction, by the way. We got to go this way. Oh my God. We're going to go back up to our outpost. And oh God, there's a bloater nearby. Let's get out of here. And oof. Oh my God. That was my first time. Well, one other time, it wasn't that. It was the Firehouse. But I've never, this is the second time I've ever attacked what is essentially a plague nest taking over a settlement. Look, another car that's right here. And interestingly enough, I can't even remember what happened. I think I destroyed it. But we're talking very, very, very early alpha. So So this is the first time, especially in that settlement, that I'm attacking essentially what's a plague nest inside of a settlement. Now, who says you guys don't see wildlife in this game? There it is. Look at that. Birds. Hopefully we see more wildlife at some point other than birds. So we're taking Shell. She's, I think, our lowest level character, actually, right along Candy, who is now super injured. And we're just kind of taking our booby characters, literally, because we're just kind of taxing out our characters right now. We need the other ones to heal. So we're going to take Shell. We're going to go back and we're going to see if we can take over or at least destroy that Fortified Heart. For the record, it's called a Fortified Heart, which I didn't know it was called that, but it's called a Fortified Heart, which essentially acts like a plague nest. And I really want to take it over, but obviously I'm very worried because we have a plague nest or a Fortified Heart to worry about with a Juggernaut that I'm assuming is still there. A little bit in trouble. Sadly, the game clearly doesn't let you take breaks, which is what I did. I come back and all the plague pimples are back now, which sucks. All right, Spitter, go on. Let's turn on the light. All right, here we go. We're back on the roof. Now, we did hit this once. I think I jumped off like a madman. So here's the weird part. Oh, shoot. I didn't even see this. I'm assuming the Juggernaut is still in the corner. I'm scared to look. I hear him somewhere. Oh, he's right there. Oh, my God. Take a look at the Juggernaut. He's just chilling. He let me kind of attack this, though, last time. So, sadly, he might be a little bit bugged. Oh, I can't swing. Here we go. All right. Let's see if we can move away. Maybe not get hit. Oh, did we get... Okay, we didn't get hit. All right, we're going to keep destroying this. Let's see if we can take away this Fortified Heart. Hopefully this gets rid of the Juggernaut. Oh, boy. There we go. All right, one more hit. We are a little bit lucky that this bad. We still have a Juggernaut here. Oh, God. All right, we do have more ammo, though. Should we try taking this on with my level 2 character? Oh, my God. All right, everything's clearing up, which is nice. All right, let's try taking this on. I don't know how this works. If it's maybe it's a little bugged out on the roof here. Now, sadly, we found this Juggernaut. He is guarding this, but he's a little bugged out. But I do want to show that he is like hulked up right now. If you take a look, and they are just so hard to kill. And there we go. We killed him and gained a star. And we were able to take him out. But my goodness, I'm kind of glad he was a little bit bugged out because Juggernauts are ridiculous. I had to use, what, almost 3, maybe 2 clips. But still, that's pretty nuts. So we did take back the settlement. All right, guys. So I wanted to showcase. We're at the rooftops. We were able to clear it. Take a look at what I need. I need 2,000 influence, and I can't believe it. I need 8 freaking power to claim this bad boy, which is pretty intense. Holy moly. So we need a lot of stuff just to grab it, but good to see that we can we have an option, and it even gives you a breakdown of what you have here. Basically the rooftop settlement is almost like, I'd say, a starter base in terms of it doesn't really have anything special. Everybody comes in with a rain collector, a herb garden, and then that's about it. It doesn't really have anything built in that's maybe it has a unique resource. So just a fascinating thought, but it is in a good spot on the map too. So that's just one of those things. Whoa, what is happening over here? Oh my God. There's a big fight over here, I think. And maybe we should help? I can't even tell because he's fighting in the bush. Mr. Brandon is getting his butt kicked. Oh, God. Oh, God. It looks like we helped out. Good job, Brandon. There we go. Brandon doing his thing, man. Look at him. Bro's like, oh, Brandon. Oh, I thought Brandon was a lady. With the long hair kind of threw me out. That's kind of what happens. You run into these characters out here, but more than likely he's part of a mission. All right, as we continue to keep leveling things up as we're going along, I now have a full maintenance on rain collector that drops our material usage, which is great. It was very expensive, by the way. And we're just really getting a lot of this done. Again, I do want to repeat, everything here is temp UI, so this isn't going to be final UI, but nonetheless, we get an idea of what that looks like. And the rain collector, man, it's just cooking right now. It's cooking. I do want to real quick show the workbench, and I haven't had a chance to show you guys this, but you can build parts. Obviously the part is for cars and maybe other things. I'm not sure what else a part can actually help in crafting. I mean, there's a lot of this game that I still haven't explored, but if you take a look here, refuel speed, fuel efficiency, you got refueling speed. I think some of these are a little bit useless, maybe need some tuning. Refueling speed, I don't really care about, could care less about. Vehicle noise, I mean, I care a little bit about it, but not enough to go down 4 sets of trees, you know, and real, like if I have nothing to invest in. Some of this stuff here is not bad. Vehicle repair, but I'm finding I'm not having that much of an issue. I have a lot of parts, a lot of toolkits. I have a lot of stuff right now. Again, this is a lethal run. Usually you rely on your car a lot more, but yeah, I mean, you kind of get an idea here, guys, of all the different things that you can accomplish, and it's awesome. I just realized I could have had +5 food production, which would have been really nice if we had all those chemicals, but we don't. But the good thing is we technically don't need it. Ooh, a drip irrigation system. This costs, if you take a look at this, costs 3 plastic and 20. This is new. Okay, so we're going to now do that. Absolutely. And now we just lowered our water and food resource, like our material resource, and that's great. So we still have 2 empty facility slots, and I just don't really know what I want to do with it. I'd love to do an infirmary, but again, if we do this, we're down to 1 building material, and that's just awful. And then on top of that, we added -3. The +3, the food isn't a big deal to me, but I'd prefer not to keep myself neutral on food just yet. But we're still kind of like stuck a little bit, you know. We're just kind of in that weird spot right now where we're trying to figure out what to do here. All right, we're gonna go ahead though and just build this infirmary, and it's gonna be kind of interesting. 2 water income, really. She's already at the rain, and if we do one of these 2, we get fatigue and injury recovery. I almost want, shockingly, hunting, blind, food, stat. Okay, so she's hunting. Candy's hunting. I almost want fatigue, but then again, injury is kind of important too. We'll go ahead and use our medicine person. That does leave us with one of our harvest sites completely unstaffed, so we'll go ahead and we'll staff somebody here. Interestingly enough, we have Jackie, who's working the workbench. We don't need somebody on the workbench at all times, so that works out. But now everyone's kind of doing a very important job. So now we do have the infirmary up and going in 10 minutes, and we still have 1 last spot. I did want to go to the drafting table, though, because now we have the ability to add a still for more gas. We don't need that. A latrine for immunity to infection. We definitely don't need that, and we don't need the incendiaries shop. So I'm guessing we might go with sawmill. And the thing with sawmill is it might be relatively useful down the line. Increase water harvest at this settlement with a water filter. Let's go ahead and just do that one. But right now we're just looking to just unlock more things at this point. Sadly, our character didn't really get healed, and I think we might be just slightly a little bit bugged right now, and we're not healing like we should be across the board. So that is why I'm building the infirmary. And the thing about that is we're going to have to break down some stuff right now, because we are down to, I think if I look, we're down to 1 more material, which is just awful. And that's going to get even way worse because we need to have enough to actually go out there and survive. I don't want to break down duct tape. As you see, can salvage for that. Duct tape is just too valuable. Things like the light claw hammer. So we'll salvage these. Should be completely fine. And there we go. So we got 3 building materials, but we are going to have to go and collect some now and go from there. All right, so we have a booster as well. If you take a look, we have 59% infection. Let me see what happens if we use this. I'm actually not 100% sure. Does that actually... Oh, we just bandaged. I'm an idiot. All right, let's use the booster. And there it is. So we used the booster, and that took down a lot of our infection. And we should be healing, but we're not. So we're having to improvise a little bit. So here's what I'm going to do now. We're going to go and attack that plague nest so we can kind of move on from the area. Because we are struggling kind of a bit, and we just need to move on to a whole new section of the map. I mean, there's a lot of looting we can do here, but I need building materials. I'm not finding a whole lot, and I don't really have the influence. I mean, there's one right there, and we could just kind of loot a bunch of stuff and loot a bunch of little parts and try to break them down, and that's actually a very viable strategy. But for the sake of this video, because we are trying to kind of do a lot of different things quickly, so I'm trying just to really figure this and nail this down. But I think we're going to go and attack this plague nest. This plague nest is going to be a lot harder than our first one, so get ready for that. So this is Slaughterhouse, and oh, somebody's here. Somebody's in that corner over there. We're going to get in here. Slaughterhouse is fascinating because it's a little bit random when we'll find the plague nest. The plague nest can be in 3 different areas. It looks like it's inside. Okay. So we got the inside one. It could spawn outside. I typically don't like the outside one. We got a bloater, we got a bloater, we got a bloater, we got a bloater, and he's shooting the car. Is there anybody else? I can't see him. Oh, shoot. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh boy. All right. So we already are injured thanks to one rogue. Not a huge deal. What we'll have to do now is... Oh my God, I forgot to deposit all our stuff, guys. Oh, that's so funny. Oh my goodness. Well, we had a better meal, right? No, the same meal. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to have to first aid kit up. And that'll get us healed up. All right, perfect. So we had to use one of our first aid kits. Completely forgot to freaking... Oh, my God. All right. We're already off to a rough start. I always make a mistake coming to these nests, man. Let's eat our food. Let's eat this black tea. And then we're going to eat this nutritious meal. And oh, my God. Look at our stamina, guys. It just jumped. Oh, shoot. And I just wasted my bullets. And attracted a bunch of zombies. Stealth weapons are very useful because we don't alert every zombie there is. Here, let me check this vehicle. Sometimes there's really good loot in here. Called it. That was really good. Actually, sometimes there's really good loot on this right here. Like, really good. Oh, we are not opening that, but I guarantee you there always spawns a crap ton of good loot in that. All right, let's go. Let's attack this. You guys are going to see now for the first time a... Oh, shoot. All right, we got to get out. We got to get out of here. Oh. Drop. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, God. We have no stamina. 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 We're going to get in the car. We're getting in the car because I had 0 stamina, and I don't want to take a single hit if I can avoid it. That's okay. This is what the car is for, and we actually have a toolkit. You guys can see the zombies. There we go. The zombie physics are kind of hilarious. Oh my God, what did we do? What did we do to attract even more zombies? We haven't done anything. We haven't even attacked this. I told you guys, this nest is a lot more insane than our last one. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's almost impossible not to get hurt somehow in this game. Okay, let's go. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. All right, here we go. Can I actually get in here and do something now? So oh God, let's shoot this down. We have the nest in different spots. Or I'm sorry, the weak points in different spots, and the weak points, interestingly, can spawn above our head as well. And so we have to be very careful. Let's go ahead and just take this out. All right, our infirmary got built up, which is great. All right, 1 weak point down. Remember, she is like our plague nest killer, and she can do a ton of damage to plague nests, I think, if I remember correctly. Let's get in there. Oh God. All right, we got to get out of here. Holy. All right, we're going to drop a Molotov. We have no stamina right now. We are getting back in the car. We have no... Holy crap. Oh my god. There's too many. All right, let's get out. Mohogany's almost close to a level. I think we can handle all of this. Whew. There we go. Go. Get it. Okay. All right. Luckily, we have a lot of slow shamblers that were in there. Oh, no. Just kidding. Just kidding. We're not able to one-shot these. And all right, we just leveled, which is amazing. I think our next one is evasion. If I'm mistaken, let me take a look. Let's see if we can get in the back of the car and see if we can just get in here. There's a little bit of safety inside the car. Let's level Mohogany. We can now get our third skill, which is definitely going to be evasion. What sucks is I don't think we can do much that slide attack. It's until we get that second level. So while Mohogany's level 6, which is amazing, we need her to get to level 7. But you guys are seeing this from start to finish, how this is working out. All right, let's get back in there. I get the feeling that there's a lot of Z's in here, and I am correct in that. They are kind of spread out. You can't really see them as well. I don't have the lights. Yeah, there is a lot of Z's in here, and they're coming. Oh, we just got hit. We just got hit again. We just took a lot of damage. Oh, we need to recover stamina. Let's see if we can get to the car. I just need some stamina. Stamina is life if you're not noticing it. All right, let's get out of the car. And there we go. Oh my God. Okay. So I don't like my situation here. Let's see what happens if we slide attack. I'm not actually sure. Okay. What happens if I slide attack into like a bunch of zombies? That is the first time I've ever done that. All right. Actually, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to bandage a little bit. We're not injured, which is good. But not too excited about the spot we're in. Because honestly, we've already gone through a lot of fighting here and we haven't. Oh my God. And we just got hit again, guys. And did I get injured? I got injured. And that's what I mean. Getting hit in this game is just devastating by the zombies. It is a devastating thing. And I haven't even knocked out the weak points. We're probably going to use a first aid kit just because I can. I really want that zombie dead. Oh. Okay, there we go. All right, let's take this out. You can take a look at the tendrils. We still have another weak point, but it's really hard to navigate here because we have all these spitters everywhere. And we're already at 36%. I'm not even sure. Oh, God. Oh, there's the weak point. Oh, wait. Oh, crap. All right, screamer down. Oh man, what a fight. What a fight. What a fight, guys. Holy crap. All right, let's go. Let's take out this last weak. I think it's the last weak point. God forbid if there's another one. Oh my God, these. Nope. They are not going to let me do it. Oh, there's a feral. Not a feral, a bloater. Oh my God, we gotta run. We do have a Molotov. All right, it just exploded. We're exhausted. Oh my God, all right. All right, let's see if we can get back in there. Did I even, I don't think I finished killing the weak point, correct? All right, oh my God, this is, this is the actual struggle of fighting a plague nest. And this is what it looks like. All right, here we go. I think I finally have a clear shot at this. Holy crap, that was a struggle. You know what? I'm gonna first aid a kid again, just because we can. And let's just heal up. There we go. I don't know if that was it or not. Oh, it is it. It's it. Okay. All right, let's get out of here. We're gonna leave out of here and see if we can do a reset here. We barely just exposed the heart, and that is it. Like, that's all we've done. I hear a lot of zombies nearby. Let's see if we can hit it. Oh god, we did get hit with the spitter. Our infection raised up. There's a bloater somewhere. I see it. It's doing a kamikaze. Whew. Okay. Oh my god, this is a war. This is a war right now. I can't even, like, man, okay. Oh, Jesus. All right, let's get in there. Let's do our thing. Oh, no, guys. Oh, we just got hit with more plague spitter. Oh, my God. More. This is nuts. I can't do anything. The plague spitters are just killing me right now. Obviously, the zombies with the helmet and all that are just a lot harder to kill. They're always runners, by the way. You never get any soldier variants. Did we kill that screamer? I don't know. Let me find out. Nope, he's still alive. Screamers don't die to fire, apparently. We're just gonna shoot him. All right, he died. All right, now we can do this. We just got hit. Oh my god! Holy sh! Holy fuck! Holy. He got stuck. Oh god, we got hit. Oh my god. Okay. I have an idea.
Let's be prepared if I'm tackling this on my own.
Oh my god. I'm dead. I think I'm gonna die. I'm hoping.
This looks disgusting. Okay.
Yeah, it looks disgusting. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hold on. We're gonna heal. We're gonna heal. There's a car right here. And funny enough, I have a toolkit. I don't know if I have gas. I don't have gas. Is that... Am I crazy? Is that... There's a lady dying over there. Is that a human? Oh my god. There's a fight. Alright, I'm gonna help her out. But is there any way I can drag this guy to help? Come help me out. Come help us out, Darwin. We have a little bit of a mini team out here. Oh, crap. Iris, let's go. Look at that. Holy crap. Iris for the win. Holy moly. Oh my god. Oh, I remembered there was an NPC. There was another human in this corner when we drove in. I don't know what I would have done if these humans, or at least Iris, wasn't here to help kind of tank a little bit. We are really injured and we are completely now out of basically everything. we haven't destroyed the nest. I think it's on its last life. And as you saw, I couldn't dodge that Juggernaut to save my life. Like, there was nothing I could do. The car got stuck right here, and so that's why I bailed. God. And our infection's at 54%. We are really reeling here, guys. I mean, reeling to the utmost degree. This is nuts. But we need to finish this off. The good thing is that typically when I fight Slaughterhouse, believe it or not, I'm almost worse shape than I am right now. There's a screamer. There's a screamer. I think we're just gonna shoot it. Oh god. Oh my god, I can't even shoot anything in peace. Oh god. Oh, I think we're gonna have to get in the car. Yep. Oh god. Okay. We're getting in the car now. We are down to half health now. I'm gonna see if I can run over that screamer. It's gonna probably call. It might call a feral or a bloater if it hasn't already. I think it's still alive. We are. I don't know, man. We might have to hit the reset button on this, guys. I don't know if I'm gonna live at this point. I really want to. I don't want to lose a single character in this run if I can avoid it. The car is starting to get really beat up. We do have a toolkit. Here, let's get out of the car. Let's see if we can kill the rest of these things. Okay, let's go ahead and repair the car. There's some weird things, graphical things happening right now too. On my screen, I'm noticing. Oh, maybe it's not. Okay, so the car is fully healed, which is great, which is why we set ourselves up for that. I might just, should I use this black tea? Let's use this black tea. Because we really need some help with our stamina. Oh my god, I can't even, like, we haven't even been able to get back inside. We went from Juggernaut to, God. And guess what? I guarantee you we go in here and there's still a million zombies in here. Can we stealth kill? Yep, there's some zombies in here, as I said. They're a little bit stuck, it looks like. Oh.
I'm not ready to die.
Oh, man. We're down to 78% infection. Are we completely out of bandages? I think it was a good fight, guys. I think we have to retire our girl. Do we have anything left? We have nothing left. We actually have one move we can make. This is a Hail Mary move. It's the last. Oh god, there was a screamer in there. So remember what I told you just a minute ago, that I've been in worse positions towards the end of this fight? This is the positions I'm always usually in by the time I get to Slaughterhouse. This is our last Hail Mary. There it is. We completely destroyed it. I'm running to my car just in case. Just in case. Sometimes there's some leftover Z's. Oh man. Everything's starting to clear up a little bit. I want to keep you guys in mind that I still haven't looted. Have not looted. Shockingly. The nest in the south. I just want to come over here, see what kind of loot we got. See if we got anything good. And AR precision, that's actually really nice. I'm not sure what's better. Has better accuracy, a little bit less rate of fire as the current AR-15. We do have a first aid kit, which we'll use for our next run. And there it is. So we got some good stuff. And whew, that was stressful. We now have 2 of them down, and just in time for now our next nest to wake up, or it's asleep, but it is now spawned, and we are still now dealing with the level 2 nest that is now in the next spot. And as you saw, our Plague Heart Killer is going to take a long time to recover. The good thing is I did build up that infirmary, but yeah, we are in poo-poo shape right now, to say the least. in major poo-poo shape. All right, so what I want to do is I want to head down now, and since we were able to take care of 2 nests, I want to head over to the Pyromaniac. We're obviously all the way up here. It's not the longest drive, you know, from all the way up out there all the way down here, but let's see how long it takes us. All right, so we're passing the museum right now, and obviously there's a whole town down here in the south that we haven't even tried to explore because we were too worried about that nest that we just saw a second ago. And is this Clearwater? So the town of Clearwater, maybe? And so, yeah, I mean, this game's huge. Just to put it simply, it is a huge game. That took us about 4 minutes? Took us a while. There's a bloater here. Oh, there's a bloater. Oh. I was gonna say, those guys came at me perfectly in like a perfect unison, side by side. Oh boy. Ooh, almost got me on the lunge. I want to grab, there's an outpost here, Old Fork Park Outpost. I don't want the outpost, but I do want the materials that we desperately need. I think we're down to 1. And we've been struggling with it almost the whole game. And interestingly enough, in my mind, I want to grab the... Here, let me see. There we go. Sweet. Perfect. Can we not pick up that? We don't even have ammo. I didn't even bring ammo with me. I'm down to 1 bullet. Oh my goodness. I am down to 1... Look at that. 1 building material left. That is crazy. So obviously I wanted to visit the Pyro because we have some stuff to sell and we need influence, and there's 2 guys here. Hello. 2 people here. All right. So I actually want to sell my guns. I am going to sell my F7.62 FN FALs. We're going to sell those. Selling this. We are actually selling the Magnum Vipers because we had 3 of them. We don't need 3. And we're going to sell that. Yep, we need all this influence. And now... we're going to sell that, and then that, and then that. And there we go. So we're at 2,500 influence. Now we can actually go back up north, ironically, and we can grab our second settlement. Where would our settlement even be at this point? It's somewhere. Okay, it's right there. All right. So we got it down to 1. If this hits 0, we actually take both debuffs from Stam and Health, which is crazy. It's almost more punishing to lose your buildings than it is to... Because I think what happens is your beds break. So your beds break, and then all your other stuff breaks, and it's just disaster. So it's almost the worst resource to lose. And yeah, so we got it right back up just in the nick of time. So I wanted to kind of take a look at our base itself. We only missed out on building 1 facility. Right now we just can't afford to build anything else with the constraints that we're in. Before I even bother, let me see if we have anything, right? Do we have the ability to... We don't have enough textbooks, but we do have 1 empty spot. And yeah, we can build a pharmacy, but then that would leave us down to 1 building material, which is just brutal. And yeah, so that's just kind of where we're at. Here's what I think I'm going to do. We're going to take another settlement, and that'll be our second settlement. And then once we have a second settlement, in theory, we can actually start freeing up some of our people and then splitting our little group of 6 up into maybe a group of 3. I know that sounds kind of insane, but my thought process is to split them up between the granary, this, and the garden, leave 3 there, and then split up in another settlement. So that's what we're going to do. Before we do that, I do want to showcase kind of a little bit of the base. I have it about as built up as I can. This is Old Fort. It's just a gorgeous base. I know you guys have probably seen this in other places, but nonetheless, I wanted to showcase what I've managed to build up, because everybody's base in settlement is going to look a little bit different based on how they decide to, you know, build things out. And this is just awesome. Gotta say, I love the game, love the way it looks. This is where our last one in theory should be, but we just don't really have any way to build anything else right now. So this is, I think, this is our herb garden, correct? Yeah, that's our herb garden, which is awesome. Then we go a little bit further. We go up to the roof. And I gotta say, I mean, the game is gorgeous. I think the game's gorgeous. I don't have it at the very highest graphical settings, which is ultra. I would probably need like a 590 for that. I only have a 570. But we get to take a look at the roof here. I think it looks great. Go a little bit further this way. We got Candy here chilling. Everyone's still kind of relatively injured from our fight with the plague nest up there. But I gotta say, I'm loving the base, loving everything. And it's just awesome. The crazy part is we're actually running out of ammo, which is not typically a problem I have ever had. I'm able usually to really gather a lot of ammo. And I have not been able to do that this run, which is just hilarious to me how intense a lot of these fights have been. I'm down to 5 bandages. I don't even want to use them. You guys see I've been not crafting a whole lot. I've been crafting what I've needed, but not a whole lot, you guys know. So I mean, that's just kind of where it's at right now. Now I just realized we need more power yet again. So we are going to have to call in a radio command on that. That does not excite me, by the way, but we have to do this. So let's do it. All right, so our girl Jackie has quick draw. I'm gonna do something I've never done. I am actually gonna make her a shooting character instead of just a pure melee. Granted, we don't have a lot of, we don't have a ton of ammo. We have a lot of guns, just not a lot of ammo. In theory, we would build an ammo press, but we're gonna go ahead and grab her, take her, and do our thing. And I'm going to make my first shooting character, which I've never done. So I'm kind of excited to see what that would look like. I guess if I had to face a Juggernaut, she would be our go-to versus any of our melee characters, which are not efficient to kill any sort of Juggernauts. One of the fun facts about this game that cracks me up is I've had to build stills in this game, which produces fuel. Because all the driving you have to do a lot of driving to do a lot of different things. So for example, in theory, I'm supposed to be headed up here to stop this, basically this plague nest that is only growing. So I need to get my butt up there at some point, but zipping around the map is just intense. It's so intense because it takes up so much gas. So you really have to think about what you're doing from moment to moment in this game. All right, so we can claim our settlement now. And let's do it. And we have enough power. It's gonna wow, it requires 8 power and 2,000, but we're gonna claim it. Again, we don't really have anything special here, but really the purpose for me doing this is to show you guys what it looks like to have multiple settlements. So let's go ahead, let's claim this bad boy. And there we go. New blockade. Ooh, we're blockaded. And that's one of the new things in this game is a blockade infestation. All right, guys, so we have a plague heart that's like outside, and we are using our car. We are using our car for this one because this is rough right now. This is really rough. Is that a bloater in the back? I think there's a bloater coming, or that might just be a regular zombie. It looks like it's just a regular zombie. Nope. I think there is a bloater. He's just far away. Nonetheless, we are starting to take a lot of damage. Rarely do I fight plague hearts that are outside, so this is just fascinating to me. All right, we took out the bloater. Perfect. He's down. He's down. This is a level 2 infestation, so that means it's going to be a little bit harder to kill. I don't think I can run my car over it. That'd be kind of nice. All right, this is going to be the last phase, I think. All right, there we go. Blockade infestation site cleared. And blockades usually look a little different on the map. Oh, okay. So I had to restart the game. And there it is. So everything turned into a blockade, essentially. And I almost have to take all of these out just to get this freaking settlement to be completely cleared out, which is pretty nuts. Yeah, and it's blockaded here. If you take a look, it's still blockaded. So now I have to I have to go around and take out a bunch of infestations, exactly 4 of them, just to clear. What essentially happened is all the plague hearts have the plague nests all have a personality, correct? And they can all do things different ways. Well, this one decided to surround this entire settlement. Even though I hadn't set up here, it still did that anyways. So now we got to take those all out, which, you know what, I'm okay doing because it gives us a lot of influence, which we need anyways. So let's do it. All right, we got another blockade infestation site cleared, and we're getting really good loot, which is great. We could definitely use those trucker pills. We're going to drop that. Actually, probably can do this a little different. We'll definitely take that booster, and we could probably leave the tampons, natural unboxed unopened box of human and natural tampons. That's hilarious. We have literally a community full of ladies. So I don't know, is that a luxury item at that point? I'm not sure. I mean, I guess it is. We have 2 more blockade infestations. Of course, they are marked with the orange, and they literally created a blockade around my entire settlement that I didn't even own yet, ironically. But that's just the way the story goes. All right, there it is, guys. We destroyed our third blockade infestation. Ooh, we got food, which is nice. Can I just eat that now? I'm just gonna eat it now just because I can. And a lot more 9mm ammo, which is actually really nice. We're actually starting to build up our ammo again when we had like basically none. We have 1 more level 2 blockade infestation, but who knew that plague nest that grew so big earlier was going to be such a headache that would take me forever to deal with. I just never would have thought this was going to happen. This is stuff that's completely new to me. Oh man, we're on fire right now. That is not good. My car is gone, which is usually my lifeline. So not good right now at all. I think I'm gonna be fine though. We have no way of healing. Oh god, I was not hoping for that to happen. Oh god, okay. So we have a screamer coming. We might have to start shooting. All right. Oh god, okay. Okay, that threw me off. Holy crap. So all of a sudden we have a ton of bloaters, which is just insane. Oh my goodness. We're down at 3 health. The crazy part is we're not even injured right now. I'm not sure what this guy's doing right now. What are we doing, buddy? All right, we're doing something. All right, he looks like he's a blind bloater. Okay, can we avoid him? All right then. That bloater is completely blind. Who knew that there could be bloaters with disabilities? I don't think we have anything. Oh, I was gonna say we don't have any ways to heal, but we do have 2 pills. We're just gonna take the pills. There we go. There we go. We can do that. Works. I mean, it's not great. I don't want to use pills right now. I'd rather use those for a nest, but we can't have our girl here get injured. She's been injured enough. She's barely back in the game. All right, let's see if we can take out this guy. That is awesome. Here's the thing. I wasn't worried about the car getting destroyed. What sucked though is it came with a lot of zombie aggro. And I was not expecting that. I was expecting it to kind of start to calm down. So it looks like our last level 2 blockade is just not going to be an easy one, sadly. Which I guess I shouldn't surprise me. Oh my god. Holy crap. See, and it's just kind of the way this game works, man. All right, there we go. God, I think we're going to have to leave. I don't think we're going to be able to destroy this. And part of the problem with that as well is we need to repair our car. We can handle a couple zombies, and I'm not too worried about it. But if this starts to get more than 2, then I start to get really worried right now. Oh my God, it's like impossible to get back. That sucks. We're not even injured, which is crazy to me. We've taken quite a few hits and we are not even injured. All right. God, I wish I could do something. I bet well, you know what? We can. Actually, we're not going to run away. I refuse to run away. Do you know why? Because we could repair our car to full, almost to full. And we could just continuously, so we're not going to run. Actually, exactly, I think 1 hit. I think 1 hit might be 16, so we might be fine. All right, so we can repair. All right, there we go. The car isn't fully repaired, but it's good enough. So we're going to get in this car. If we had a car that was not repaired, I would not do this, but I think we're fine. Oh my God, we just lost our door, which is honestly kind of hilarious. All right. Obviously, I am just being kind of a dummy right now. I should just go back. I'm too lazy right now. We're down to our last blockade. All right, let's go. I just realized our girl Unique is ready for a level, and you know what that means? Since she's up for a level, that means we can completely destroy this bad boy. So let's do that now. Now we're really gonna be damaging the crap out of this. All right, we're down to our last one. I don't know if any zombies are coming. We're good to go. Let's attack it. We've already kind of dealt with so many, and there it is. And the blockade is now finally ended after rooftops. We are completely good to go. And our rooftop is now just good. This actually was, from my part, I personally was hoping to take care of this entire situation with our girl Unique, because we're leaving our girl Unique behind in the new place. Well, at least that's what I'm thinking in theory. We're going to see what it looks like, because the blockade was causing us to take some negative numbers there. So let's see what happens now that we finally have this entire place cleared. But my goodness, that was a complete struggle. All right, so we are transferring finally. The goal was to take care of that whole blockade, and we're going to actually transfer Unique to the rooftops. She's already here. And yep, so we should be in the rooftops. Here's the thing: if I would have switched to one of the other characters, we actually go all the way back to Old Fort, which is not what we want to do whatsoever. So again, if you take a look, Chemical Factory is still doing its thing. It's going, and yeah, we got our girl to our full level, which is great. She's now her own Plague Heart Killer. So now we have, or Plague Nest Killer. So now we have 2 of them to go. Right here, though, it says our food is at negative 21 and negative 5, which is weird. Here, let me see about something. I haven't dealt with, let me take a look to the settlement. For some reason, maybe all our food looks kind of bugged, or something's going on right now. Old Fort Garden has been suspended. Old Fort Infirmary has been suspended. I'm not sure what happened. Looks like we might have broke something. And there we go. So I was correct in the assessment of, if we were to, something happened, some bug happened. That's going to happen in this week. Again, we're in alpha. I don't know what the heck, something broke when I brought our girl over, but everything's now in the positive except for our building materials, which is completely fine. But yeah, that's kind of strange. But the good thing is our water is completely killing it right now. And yeah, so I don't know what the heck happened, but I'm happy that we got that kind of figured out. Our final thing that we're going to do in this playthrough is actually recruit an entire enclave into our network. Maybe the last two things. We have one more infestation to take out. Kind of want to showcase some of these areas. If we take a look, we're kind of driving through a foresty area, and we are actually driving through now this entire completely asleep plague nest. I don't exactly remember how to wake them up. I don't know if we just start killing zombies that'll do it. So I'm not going to purposely wake it up. We don't want an awakened plague nest right now. We'd like to take out the other plague nest, and that's the thing. The other plague nest, the very first one I took out, is very much on its way to also starting to get awoken, or at least it'll come back asleep. And that's fine. We won't have to deal with it if it's asleep, like the current one that we're in the radius of. But it's just kind of this circle that we're doing while meanwhile trying to build up our network of survivors. And it's a fun process. So we have the chopping block, and this is a group right here who is somebody we're going to recruit. I got to do a lot of work to recruit them. So we're going to have to do that off video because we have to gain influence and we have to gain their trust. As you guys can see, we need that neutral to be something different. So this is going to be fun. If you take a look at the recruitment panel, they have 4 survivors in here. They have this entire Firehouse as their settlement currently, and it takes a lot of influence. It's not just influence, though. We actually have to win over, and we have to build up that reputation. But one thing I want you guys to take a look at, there's cool things we can do, like request a mission. They'll give us a mission, and then we build up more reputation. We also can trade with them, and by trading with them, we can also they typically, it says needs food rucksacks, water rucksacks, power rucksacks, which is hilarious. Power rucksacks. Those are hard to get. I haven't looted one entire one yet in all my entire playthrough. So yeah, sure, I'll get you some power rucksacks ASAP, sir. But yeah, food, water, and power, which ironically is not that big a deal. We're in the positive right there with those. But yeah, those would be a little bit hard right now because I have none because something bugged out on me. But nonetheless, and then there it is. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to just get this, basically this rep all the way up. And there it is. So we were able to trade 1 food rucksack. And as you guys saw, the bar starts to go up just a little bit. It's a long process. All right, guys. So we are at the final parts of this video. We have the chemical factory at level 2. And we still haven't recruited our guys down where they at. Right over here, the chopping block. We are allied, but we are just not ready yet, sadly, to recruit them. We don't have all the requirements just yet. So I decided we're going to go and attack the chemical factory, and then we'll finally take that. I do want to give you guys a quick update. I was able to get to tier 2 now, and if you take a look at all the new stuff that we can now, that we have to unlock. We need floppy disk, which I've been not doing anything. I haven't been dismantling my floppy disk, and yet I just don't have it. If you guys take a look, we were able to upgrade tier 1, and then we can actually upgrade to tier 2. We need more advanced components. And so there's a lot of layers to this facilities and these tech trees and all these things here that are just happening. It's a lot. It's a lot happening here. There's a lot of things to unlock, and it's just endless. Meanwhile, the plague war is not as bad. The nests are asleep, which is fine. They're not bothering us. Interestingly enough, when these two overlap, look at that. There's this super red zone. I wonder what that means. I don't even know what that means. There's so many things that I just don't know yet. So here's the thing. We are now going to go to Mohogany. We're going to have to heal her up, and she actually has a ton of infection. We did take an outpost that is near that north plague nest, so we're actually very close. And yeah, let's take some boosters and cure some of this. This is kind of insane. There we go. I think we'll be fine at 28%. I think when we attacked the other one. We are going to go in after a level 2 nest so you guys can take a look and see what that looks like. Holy crap. I hear a Juggernaut. I hear a Juggernaut. We have a Juggernaut here. And I am not familiar with the chemical factory. This is the, I think this is the plague nest that, oh crap. Oh, it's like, it looks like, if you see the smoke, it's like at the corner of this. The fascinating part is I think this is, oh my God. This is the plague nest that you see in the State of Decay 3 trailer. All right, so here we go. We're on, I think we're on the side of it now. If we have a Juggernaut, we're gonna take the first, we're gonna take our, oof, oh man. All right, well, our girl can fight plague nests. She can't exactly fight Juggernauts. So I need to lure wherever that jerk is away. Let's find out where he's at. Again, this is a level 2. So I'm not sure what to expect. I definitely have not done a level 2. Look at this though. Look at that. That's a weak point, guys. I'm gonna start, oh God, okay, nope. I'm gonna start hitting on it. We gotta take out all these guys first. Oh man, we haven't even taken our stamina or health stuff yet. I've been holding off because I want to deal with this Juggernaut, but I don't know where he is. I have an item on the floor. I can't get to it. I'm trying to understand, should I shoot this with my pistol? What do I have more ammo of? All right, let's just shoot it with my pistol. So this is a weak point and it's at the roof. And the only way we can do anything about it is shooting at it. Okay, so we got it. And that's definitely oh man, this is gonna be a fight. This is gonna, oh my God. Look at all the zombies. This isn't happening, man. There's no way. Oh my God. What the? I hear a Juggernaut. Oh, I see him running. I saw him running over there. Here, let me, call me crazy. Here, what happens? I know. Oh my God, you're kidding me right now. All right, so that attracted a lot. Here, let's go this way. We're gonna get back to the car. Oh, that person hit me. Oh, that sucked. And we're out of stamina. Oh my goodness. Look at how many zombies there are. And I'm standing right here because they kind of funnel. We don't have enough stamina and we're gonna have to run. Yeah, I might have been able to handle that without damaging my car. We do have a lot of toolkits, or at least 2 toolkits. So I'm not afraid of using my car durability right now, but all we did was hit 1 weak point. And we've had to kill what feels like a million of these dudes. There's also a Juggernaut. Is that it? Oh my goodness. This is gonna be hell. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do this. And then we took a hit. Oh, here's the heart. Here's one of the hearts. I see one of the weak points. Alright, there's another weak point. Oh, I see another weak point. I don't know where the weak points are, guys. So this is gonna be fascinating. Another weak point down. That's, I think, is that, oh God, there's a lot. That didn't, we need one more weak point, I think. All right, we're gonna run out of here. We're gonna get to the car. Yep, that's too many. I mean, I could maybe, can I fight him? Nah, let's just get into the car. The car is the lifeline. That's what saves us. It wasn't that many. We could have probably handled it without having to resort getting into the car. I'm just trying to make sure I don't take any more hits. I already took 1. I hear this. I don't know where this Juggernaut is. Is this a weak point? Holy crap. We're out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Weak point. I don't even know what I'm hitting weak points of. I think we can. Nope. Oh my God, come on. All right, we got bit. We're probably just gonna bandage heal. All right, we got him down. That blows. All right, let me heal up. We haven't even started attacking a single plague nest yet. We're just taking out weak points. So we'll heal. We don't have a lot of bandages. This is just the bandages I've gotten just collecting and looting in the world. We still haven't crafted any. Kind of hilarious at this point. I don't know where this Juggernaut is. I hear him stomping around. I think we're kind of going the wrong way though. He's just stomping, 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 stomping. All right, let me see if we can funnel these guys there. I hear him. The heart is still completely blocked. I see another weak point. Oh man. Hold on, let me reload. Hold on. Oh God. I can't tell if he's dead. We're almost out of ammo. I've already used 3 clips. Oh my God, he hasn't died yet. Alright, I think we might have released. It looks like, oh God, yep. It looks like we did. I couldn't kill, and we're only down now to a pistol. I couldn't kill him no matter how hard I tried there. I laid, I don't know how many. All right. Phase 1 down. I'm not being attacked, so I'm just going to keep going. I have never done this one. Well, I shouldn't say never. It's been a long time. It's been about a year. Oh my God. All right. We're not done. Because this is a level 2 nest, there's still another heart somewhere, but I don't know where. All right, guys, take a look. So our second, oh my God, that Juggernaut is freaking me out. The second level is over there. The good thing is we don't have to deal with him now. We can leave. Holy crap. He's coming. Luckily for us, we are out of here. And we do not need to deal with him. If anything, I don't mind pulling him away. Let's pull him away if we can, actually. Perfect. We'll just do a whole loop-de-loop, go all the way around, because we need to get the car to the other side of that plague nest anyways, so we can take out the second one. We only have 12 bullets, which is really bad, because if the weak points are in another hard to spot to shoot at, we need to conserve the ammo for that. We also need to take out the plague blisters. I keep calling them plague pimples. I finally remembered the name. They're called plague blisters, I think. So here it is. The second nest was literally on the opposite side. We're gonna stop right here. Here we go. I of course have never fought this over here on this side of the chemical plant. I have fought it where it was before. So we are going to shoot these. We have to shoot them. And there's, I think, another Juggernaut. There's a lot of Juggernauts. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a Juggernaut defending this side now. The good thing is we're still in good shape. I haven't had to use... I've only used bandages. I haven't had to use any sort of healing. I've been relying on the car. This Juggernaut sounds really close. I don't even want to know where the weak points are here. All right. Well, we have a... Oof. All right, then. All right. Here we go. Here we go. So there is a Juggernaut. Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh crap. Let's hope he gets tired. We're obviously going to have to lead him away. He's going to come this way. Whew. And he got on me quick. We're going to lead him away. We can't fight him. We don't have the means, guys. We used 3 clips and we couldn't kill one of these big boys. We're going to let him do one more charge and then we'll just leave him here in the dust. Oh. Oof. Okay. All right, we're leaving. Honestly, I don't think I did a good enough job. I will not be shocked if he's headed back this way. Okay, I think I see him. I think I see him over there. Oh, man. All right, here we go. We have our first weak point. Oh, man, I don't know where. Oh, okay. I haven't seen this before. I see the weak points scattered all throughout here. Let's just, oh shoot. Greedy, I got greedy. I got greedy. I got greedy. I got greedy. We're gonna get to the car. Oh boy. Oh my God, and I got hit. Son of a gun. All right, we gotta get to the car because we have no stamina. All right, we took those guys out. All right, interestingly enough, I have not used...
All right, all right.
I haven't used my good stuff, so I'm going to use all my buffs now on this last final fight. And... I don't think... I was going to say, I don't have any bandages? Okay, we do. So we're going to bandage our last... We're actually going to use our last 4 bandages here. I should have bandaged first and then took my stamina stuff. I wonder, can we go around? Here, I have an idea. Oh, crap. Okay, that was useless. Okay, that was useless. Get to the car. Where's the car? Oh, man. Oh, boy. Oh, God. Whew. All right. Whew. The crazy part is I don't think... I was going to say, I don't think that was all of them. There were so many when I went around the corner. I would be shocked if we got... That's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. We're going to throw that in there, see if that makes any difference. And it didn't make any difference. Oh, I just got hit with that. Oh my God. All right, here we go. All right, we cleared that out. We got a Z just walking on the floor. Oh, I just got hit. That's brutal. So here's several weak points. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to... Ooh, I see 4 weak points. I'm going to go this way. I'm going to go after... Shoot. Come on, man. That freaking plague pimple. We're going to take this one out. We're reloading. We're going to take this one out. We're going to come this way. So far, we're not being attacked. And that should hopefully get it going. Oh, no, that wasn't enough. Oh, my God. There's one more up there. And the zombies are starting to come. Oh. Die. All right. Blister down. All right. This should be the last one. Holy crap. Oh, crap. We just got bit. Oh, my God. All right. I think we can heal up. Let's heal up with the first aid kit. There's no reason not to. Yeah, that just does so much. And then I think now this thing is exposed. So let's just go at it. All right, again, imagine we are a plague heart killer thanks to plague science. So plague science. Oh wait, what am I doing? Hold on, guys. I have no energy. Run. All right, this might be the last one. And there we go. And our girl gained a level. And we are good to go. Mohogany coming with, is this, look at this, evasion. Oh my God, she is going to be godlike with stamina 2. And there it is. We got some scent block, which is amazing. Scent block, one of my favorite things to have in this game. We've gotten like 30 of these Callahans. It's insane. We've gotten so many. And there it is, guys. We have officially taken out all the plague nests that were awake. And honestly speaking, I've never attacked a plague nest that's sleeping, but my guess is that it's not going to be too hard because it's asleep. So in a way, I feel like we've fought back against the plague war and have won for the most part. But yeah, there's still so much to go. I want you guys to keep in mind, I have 100 hours in this game. Maybe like 120 now at this point. But what I want you guys to do is take a look at some of the other creators' gameplay. I don't want to say that, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is I figured out a strategy on how to play this game. As far as State of Decay 3, how the combat, I feel like I make it look a little easier than it is. I guess I'm trying to say this in a way that doesn't sound kind of like an arsehole, right? Like an asshole. But essentially, I kind of know what I'm doing. I kind of know how to do the combat. I kind of know when to run. I kind of know when I'm in danger. And there's one big factor that isn't even present and that I actually haven't dealt with. And that is that this difficulty is like State of Decay 2. Where in State of Decay 2, the further you get, the more influence you gain, all the freaks start to really come at you in a very intense way. We haven't seen that this entire playthrough, with the exception of like one moment where all of a sudden I started getting attacked by like several bloaters. So I just want you guys to kind of keep that in mind. There's another level to this difficulty that I haven't hit yet. Truthfully speaking, I'm not looking forward to it. I haven't experienced it just yet. Ooh, an eccentric gunsmith. That actually sounds like a fun mission. The truest difficulty in this game is getting, basically what I just did was taking out 3 plague nests, and I think from here on out, there will be nothing but freaks left and right, especially ferals, which I know how to get away from a Juggernaut. They're by far the hardest thing to kill, but I don't know how to handle ferals still. So while I made this look easy, it's because I haven't actually hit the real difficulty of this game. And that's the scary part. The part that doesn't excite me. There's kind of ways to counteract that as far as I know. One of those ways essentially is basically really investing and slowing down and not doing what I just did, which is attack a bunch of plague nests relatively early in the game, but basically really slowing down to build up your community before you get to that point. And that's essentially how I normally would have played this, but because I am trying to make a video, I'm trying to really showcase as many things as I can. 3 different plague nests, quite a bit of settlements, and quite a bit of facilities. I really wanted to kind of hammer all that home to you guys. And there you have it, guys. So we have a new settlement, and I want you to take a look. The Fire Training Center is now part of our group here, and they have a high grade still, which is great for making gas. If we take a look here, the production is base fuel. We have somebody who has 6 water cost reduction. That's insane, by the way. We have a built-in exercise yard. Again, I'm not complaining about this. And then with the exercise yard, we can go ahead and it reduces a lot of water. It costs water, but interestingly enough, there's a big bonus to all this. You get XP and unlocks motivational speech radio command. You get XP influence. That's really nice. But it gives you a plus 10% to stamina, which is, if you guys know, stamina in this game is basically everything, and plus morale as well. And then now we have 4 new people. We have Boss, Saffron, Logan, and Fisher. That's 3 dudes. So now we counter some of the ladies in the group. And they all have their own little skills. I mean, this is just what happens. You recruit an entire settlement, and they come with a ton of cool things. I mean, it's awesome. This guy has max stamina, which is nuts. Power consumption. He takes up that is terrible. Kill ferals to get over the fear to leave the lights on. Holy crap. That is so bad. +1 power consumption is a nightmare, by the way. Because power is a rare resource. The only really way we can kind of deal with that is we'd have to take over a settlement that gives power, usually at the cost of something else. Standoffish, -2 morale. That's actually not too bad. And there you go. And we do have a logistics, I think that's a social. Yep. 2 socials, 3 social characters. So those are kind of useless. I mean, to stack 3 in a row is just not great. But overall, and I mean, we could take a look at their skills, but there it is. We have 3 settlements, 12, 24 to 36. I don't even want to know what that would look like resource-wise, but I imagine it would be completely a nightmare. And the Firehouse, man, it is a beautiful settlement. I love it. It's one of my favorites. It's not going to be built up. That'll have to be another time. You can see something right here gets built. And if you look, take a look to the right, you have a couple of outdoor ones right there. And pretty much everything indoor except one facility is a kitchen real quick. You can make mealworms, robust meals, vitamin meal, and a bunch of other things here. Advanced components gives you black tea. And there you go. So you have a lot of different things here that are absolutely awesome to see as we come in here jumping like a boss. This is right here, the Firehouse. Real quick, let's take a look at this exercise. I mean, how cool is that? That's super cool. It's not. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of exercise here, though. I mean, I guess it's more cardio, maybe. Oh no, right here. Here you can lift yourself. You can do pull-ups, and then there you go. Oh, and then we have. Oh no, we actually have a proper gym here. Never mind. I'm just kidding. Look at that. We got weights. We got a bench, right? No, like not that bench, but like an actual bench. We don't actually have a bench. Okay, but. So what would we, never mind. Whatever. Is this the still? I don't even know. But there it is, guys. The Firehouse in all its glory. Gotta say, I'm a big fan. Let me real quick just show you guys the very top. It's a very unique base, I have to say. It's very tall. It's nice. All right, let's go to the final floor here. Someone built this is on the 2nd floor. Someone built a little tiny kid fort or something. That's cool. We got the 3rd floor right here. And then let's go to the top. I've actually never been up here, surprisingly. And there you go. This is the Firehouse. And we did it. 3 nests. Everything asleep. In theory, we could just go around chilling and looting and getting all our resources up and really trying to dial in all our characters right here. But State of Decay 3, man, it's a fun game. And I made it probably look a little easier than it really is, trust me. But it's a fun game. And I'm excited for all of you to play this at some point. As always, guys, if you liked what you saw in this video, go ahead, get on Steam and wishlist this game. Show your support to Undead Labs.